I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rocket in Knicks universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezie. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Yo, okay. All right. So the New York Knicks lost to the Miami Heat today. It was a score of 108-101. The Knicks lost their first game of their series with the Miami Heat. So there are a few things that I'd like to say about it, and just to get things out of the way. And speak with some sanity and clarity. Don't want to get up here and sound like a bumbling idiot. You know what I'm saying? Want to make sure we say some things that make sense. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all my people in the chat. Just want to shout them out really quick. So the Knicks lose 108-101 in a game that we felt like the Knicks should have won. We felt like the Knicks should have won this game, man. I was looking at a few things play out, and I felt like the Knicks probably had this game in the bag. But then I was reminded of something that the Knicks were missing a few pieces or whatever. And usually the Knicks have a balance of Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, or Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. And we didn't have that guy today. We didn't have Randle. We didn't have our either best or second best player. And we lost to a team that, outlasted us. They played 10 players. The Knicks played 8. And when I saw that early on, I was like, there's no way the Knicks can sustain this run or whatever it is, or sustain this energy level only playing 8 players, especially with one of them playing like 40 minutes, right? The player that played 40 minutes, it's Josh Hart. I don't know how many he played, but yeah, Josh Hart played 43 minutes. Jalen Brunson played 40 minutes. RJ Barrett played 40 minutes. And I'm not doubting their capabilities at 40 minutes. What I'm doubting is why Grimes didn't play more. How come Tibbs didn't play Deuce McBride, even though he knew that Grimes may be limited? So if you know Grimes may be limited, how do you not, dip into the bench and play Miles McBride? There are a few things in this game that I saw. And listen, it's only one game. It's only one game, and I'm not getting to jump off the Verrazano Bridge over one game. I know a lot of Knicks fans and sports fans after one game want to declare the Knicks season dead after one game. I don't know if I have the feel for it. I don't know if I have the feel for it. Today we went in down one of our best players, and the team came in. They executed well, and they were the better team 1 game out of 7. They were the better team 1 game out of 7. It happens. It's the reason why teams play series best 4 out of 7. There were some clear in this matchup today. There were some clear things, and while I'm going to point out some things to critique, I'm still not nervous or concerned or any of that. We'll point out a few things. For one, this team is not a contender if they can't knock down wide open 3-point shots, and they were given to us, handed to us on a platter. When Jalen Brunson's 3 is not going, when Emmanuel Quickley's 3 is not going, when our best 3-point shooter is our backup power forward, then we may be in trouble. You can't blame this one on the coach, because the coach, and there are some things that I'm going to blame on the coach, but this one here in particular, the 3-point shooting, that has nothing to do with the coach. The coach made errors, but he made desperation errors. In my opinion, he made desperation errors. But if you have shooting guards that can't shoot or guard, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing Coach Tom Thibodeau can do about that. The point guard position today gave up 38 points defensively. The point guard position today gave up 38 points defensively. Ray, what's good, boss?
Not much.
And
Chilling.
just
What's up with you, Freezie?
yeah, and I'm trying. I got a bag, man, that I want to get into, man. There are some thoughts that I have. I just want to put them out there just real quick. Tibbs made some strategic errors, but some of those strategic errors, I think, were errors of desperation and not errors of, they were not knowledgeable errors. For instance, I'm just talking to the chat. For instance, when Kevin Love was bodying Obi Toppin on the boards, and I know novice I know novice. Hey, Adam, I'm not putting the link in the chat, bro, because I honestly, I just don't want. I'm just not up for BS, bro. I'm not putting a link in the chat. Not at least not yet, because I'm not up for stupidness or cats with no basketball experience or IQ coming up here saying something stupid. I'm just not up for it right now. Right? Things may turn, but at this moment, I just want to get in my bag. I know this is a Knicks fan channel, and I know Knicks fans they want something to say. They want to say something, but right now in this moment, I just need to have my moment. Right? When Kevin Love, a cast-off power forward, is bodying Obi and grabbing defensive rebounds and sailing outlet passes down the floor like Tom Brady. And the Miami Heat, one of the slowest paced teams in the NBA, is getting out in the open floor and scoring in the open floor. There's nothing Tom Thibodeau can do about that. That's a personnel issue. Because you can't turn Obi Toppin into Julius Randle. You just can't.
Two Julius Randles on the same team would be nice, though.
Yeah, you can't turn Obi into Julius Randle, and I already know what people are gonna say. They're gonna say, I never played in JV. I never played in high school. I never played in college. I never played semi-pro. I never played pro. Right, but the box score says Obi Toppin had a great game. Right. Obi had an okay game. But there were some lapses that we saw that led directly to this game getting out of control. And I'm not slamming Obi because he played fine for what he is. Obi played fine for what he is. Right? Obi played fine for what he is. He filled in admirably. He did the best that he could do. But Kevin Love grabbing 4 defensive boards and outletting down the court, getting the Miami Heat out on a fast break. Nah, that's not really acceptable. Not acceptable on the defensive boards, or not acceptable in transition defense. Because I can't blame Obi for not grabbing a rebound, because Obi grabbed a good handful of rebounds, right? But the transition defense, Jalen Brunson, was terrible. Jalen Brunson today probably played one of the worst games I've seen him play overall, right? But things happen. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. Every player is not going to have their best game against elite competition every game. You'll have good games. You'll have bad games. It's the reason why series are best 4 out of 7. The transition defense to me was despicable. But the rim protection, when Bam Adebayo pulled Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein away from the rim, whoever played the 4 for us, whoever it was, whichever guy that was the weak side defender on that, the weak side rim protector, that was absolutely terrible today. There is no way Jimmy Butler should be getting rebounds, taking them to the length of the floor, and driving to the basket and scoring. Caleb Martin driving baseline, right, going from the corner all the way to the rim without being impeded. Guys getting the ball at the top of the key, driving straight through the middle of a defense, getting layups at the rim. There is no way on earth that we should be giving that up. And I'm not pointing out Obi. I'm not signaling Obi on the weak side defense, though he had a part to play in it, but whoever played the four, whether it was Josh Hart, RJ, or Obi, whoever it was that played the four and was supposedly the rim protection. That was despicable. That was despicable. Right? And the fact that we right now, and this is probably about 5 games in a row, or 6 games in a row, I'm sorry. This is the 6th playoff game, right? And we have not had a breakout game from Quickly or Grimes. Right? And these were 2 major contributors during the season. They were great during the season based on expectations. Based on expectations, they were great during the regular season, right? But as of these 6 playoff games that we played, the 5 against Cleveland, the 1 against Miami, their offense has been inconsistent at best. Inconsistent. And just one last thing, Dre, real quick. I just wanted to just get this out of the way. RJ Barrett is blossoming into a star in front of our eyes, right? I saw RJ do some things today. Some things I'm still frustrated with, but some other things that I'm impressed with. RJ Barrett today probably played one of the better games of his career, and it's sad that we don't have a compliment for him. We don't have a compliment for him. RJ Barrett going to the basket, putting the ball on the floor, going to the rim, trying to draw fouls, trying to play tough inside, trying to get Bam Adebayo in foul trouble and all that stuff. He couldn't even get that done because our shooters from the outside could not even shoot.
Not even respectable.
Not even respectably, right, from the outside. I don't remember Jalen Brunson hitting a 3 from the outside. I don't remember how Josh Hart hitting a 3. And you can't get driving lanes to the rim, right? We can't even get driving lanes to the rim because the perimeter guys can't even be a threat from the perimeter.
The funny thing is, even when the paint is clogged up, RJ's still finding passing lanes to hit shooters and they're just not hitting.
And they're not hitting shots.
RJ should have had 14 assists tonight.
RJ could have had 14 assists. And then the sad part to that is our outside shooting or lack thereof clogged the paint so bad that those 14 assists, part of those 14 assists, the prospective 14 assists, could have gone to Mitch and Obi on lob attempts.
Yeah. But because they're sinking in the paint so hard to sell out, we couldn't get no dunk downs, no lobs.
Right.
None of that stuff.
Right. There were I know I'm missing some other stuff, but I can't blame this one on Tibbs. The only thing I can blame on Tibbs is knowing Grimes is hurt or was hurt or coming or returning from injury. How you not play Deuce McBride at least a little bit bothers me. I think that was a severe lack in judgment.
Or maybe an oversight.
It might be oversight. It might be an oversight. Hey, Mr. Dre, what you got, bro? Boss. Mr. I know basketball man. What you got?
There's a lot of things.
It's a lot, right?
There's a lot of things I did like from this game, particularly how we started
right.
and our process. It's just when you go 3 for 16 in the first half, you can't live with that.
Right.
It's not acceptable, and the way we closed out the first half was terrible.
It's terrible. And Dre, you know what else? And I mentioned this during the live stream, and I guess we I guess we can throw the link in the chat, man. I think I got it all off my chest. I just didn't want to get cut off with whack basketball takes while I was trying to get
My
get this
bad.
going.
I was
Not
gonna.
no
I was,
no no no
oh,
you. I'm saying
you good? I was gonna continue like the the way we ended the first half was abysmal, and there were we could have had so many chances to hit the back-breaking three, and
yeah
the three that would just push them away. We were up what 12 in the second quarter,
yeah
and
yeah
Obi had like a corner three that he missed. Like our process to get open shots were actually good. It was
right
actually really good. But then we kept focusing on just forcing it towards the end because we realized we're not hitting those shots.
yeah
So that's when you see RJ get turnovers at the end because we're not hitting for the perimeter. So he's like, if y'all not gonna hit jumpers, I'm gonna keep trying to press the issue in the paint. Same
right
with Brunson a bit. Like our process initially when the game started into the first half, we were getting open looks from three.
right
Legitimately, we were getting pretty much what we wanted because they were the Heat were fine with just conceding the three,
right and it,
and to an extent they were right in doing that. But
right
at some point, you can't win a game like they only shot 33% from three,
right
but they made six more threes than this, and the point differential is 8 points, something like that.
right right
Ultimately, when we talk about just making it a math equation, we had
right
five more turnovers than them, but we out rebounded them by 10 ish.
right
And that was the difference, the three ball and us not completely dominating them in possessions.
right
Just winning the possession game by a little bit. But when you shoot this poorly, it just creates so many margin. Your margin for error becomes minuscule.
right
Like they have to shoot horrendous for you to win.
right right. I feel you. I think ultimately the offensive strategy was good at fair at best, good if you're optimistic.
It was decent enough to win you a
Decent.
basketball game,
Right.
to win you this basketball game,
Right. Right.
even without Randall. It's Randall makes the margin for error smaller because if you're not hitting, he's an offensive hub within himself, even
Right.
when he's not shooting well.
Right. And then too, without Randall, lineups are different. So think about this. The Knicks go into this game without two starters in their regular season lineup. Right? So Josh Hart starts in this game. Obi starts in this game. During the regular season, they come off the bench.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so now how do you replace that energy off the bench? You can't.
You can't unless you extend the rotation with Deuce or something like that. But
Unless
they don't
yeah,
play. They don't play the same positions. So
right. But in theory, you could take those minutes and run different type of lineups.
agreed.
Right?
I'm
You
I'm a I agree. And the thing I've noticed on a game to game, Tibbs has been pretty good at adjusting,
yeah,
regardless. So he may not be the best in game adjustments, but from game to game, we're probably gonna come out smoking the next game. Now, if we sustain it, that's up. If Spolstra adjusts, or if we just continue to shoot bad from three, but
right,
I think we're gonna make significant adjustments
right,
to what the Heat are doing, and we can necessarily manufacture artificial spacing with like off ball actions and even running some of those weave actions that can create some confusion and some attempts at the rim.
right.
But it's one of those things where ultimately, not to make it so simple, but it is a make or miss league.
And since I talked to you earlier, man, I rethought my strategy of just walking out to the Verrazano Bridge and jumping off. I rethought. I rethought it. I was like, man, if I go to the Verrazano Bridge and jump off, then I got to go home and then
You
put
gotta
clothes
dry
and I
off.
got to wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to do all of that. So yeah, I don't know if I want to do all of that. But the reason why I just wanted to hold off on the opening up the thing, man, I just didn't want to hear. Um,
Emotional reactions instead of rational
yeah. I
reactions.
wanted to get our fan base and Knicks fans the opportunity to hear like some real strategic stuff, man, as opposed to whatever.
I feel you
But
with that 100%.
and also this team, I, I honestly don't. When I was preparing for the show, I was thinking, what would Miami look like without Jimmy Butler? Right,
They're gonna legitimately take about 60 to 70 3-pointers if Jimmy's not playing.
right. That's what I'm thinking. Like legit. When I was thinking about what our team look like without Julius Randle, I'm thinking like, what would our team look like? What would their team look like without Jimmy Butler? Right. And
I
and
want
and,
to
and
give Hart some credit because he played pretty good defense on Jimmy. Some of the foul calls, I can't blame the refs because we lost by almost double digits.
right.
But some of the momentum swinging plays, like some of it is just like, who's the guy that was the ref tonight that you don't like at all?
The dude with the good hair? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude with the good hair.
You
Yeah.
mean his hairline is very low.
Oh, you talk brothers?
Yeah, Tony Brothers was there making terrible calls tonight.
Oh God. Oh
Well,
my
this
God.
afternoon.
I just can't, bro.
It's some of like if you're gonna call it physical, okay, cool. But at some point, you can't just let. Like there was a like 2 or 3 possessions in a row. Brunson went to the paint and was getting whacked and nothing, no call,
And
no
not to call.
nothing.
And Jimmy Butler go down. Go
Jimmy
down
Butler
on
will
this
initiate the contact.
and get the foul call. Probably
Like
on Jalen Brunson.
like you saw, there was one particular play where Josh Hart was standing with his arms up. There's nothing he can do. He's just maintaining his position and
Yep.
shuffling his feet. And Jimmy Butler crossed, like swung his elbows over into his arms for the shooting motion.
Yeah.
And they call a foul on him.
Hey, Jimmy Butler's good at that, bro. Jimmy
He
Butler,
is
Joel Embiid, you're gonna get that.
he is a foul merchant. You got to fight through that though.
Yeah,
You know what to expect.
James Harden too. James Harden also. They're good at that. So when it happened, I didn't cry a river over it because I knew he was gonna get those. Right? Yeah. Yo, Mets is asking for the link, man. Hey man, listen. If I put this fucking link out here and y'all come up here whack, I'm booting y'all off rip. I'm just telling y'all off rip. I'm gonna put this link out here. Enjoy yourselves. Do your thing. I like having you, but listen, if y'all come up here whack with some nonsense, you getting booted. And I ain't even giving you no. And I'm not gonna say the same thing over and over. That's the law of the land. That's been the law of the land. And I've been mad lenient over these few months or whatever. But if you whack, you getting booted. Sorry, that's the law of the land. That's just how it go. And I've been mad lenient. I let a lot of stuff slide. So if y'all click on the link, just understand, contribute something to the conversation. Right? Right? If you come up here, contribute something to the conversation. If you're holding up a spot, you're going to get booted. What's good, Adam?
What's good, boss? Joy, what's good?
What's up, Adam?
I'm going to say the game, the game went the way the game went. A loss is a loss. It is what it is.
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Yeah, some of the calls didn't go our way. Like Brunson got fouled a couple of times. RJ got fouled a couple of times. We didn't get the calls. But that's how the officiating is. So, but other than that, I expect this team to do better in game 2.
Likewise. But my other big nitpick with this game was basically Thibodeau choosing an 8-man rotation when he's been synonymous with the 9-man. He had multiple opportunities to bring in Deuce, and he just kept him in a cage on the bench. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you on
I
that,
agree with
bro.
There's
that.
no
Yeah.
logic in that, in my opinion. You need
Even if you don't play him a ton of minutes, you could offer Miles McBride, bring in Deuce, and at a minimum, you give the 8 guys some type of break somewhere,
and
right?
you never,
And then secondly, you offer the Miami Heat a different look defensively. You know what I'm saying? So now they have to make adjustments on their side instead of getting into a groove.
and these are the sort of decisions where I go off on Tibbs, calling him a tin man, being so rigid, tunnel vision, not set in his ways that he won't change until it's too little, too late to pull his head out of his ass. Pardon my mouth, but you get the point. If he had played Deuce, even a small handful of minutes, maybe the outcome would have been different. Maybe it wouldn't have been. I don't know. But the point is, deliberately choosing to handicap yourself with an 8-man rotation instead of what got you on the map is a drunkard's shot in the foot. Know what I mean, Freezy?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. There are a lot of things that we probably could have done differently. A lot of things we probably could have did different. Otherwise, is in the building.
We took 20 free throws, but they took 29, which makes no sense because they're a 3-point shooting team. Now,
And throw in there are 3-point shooters who either got in the hero ball mold once Miami pulled away and still couldn't hit.
besides Obi, but I
Yeah,
mean,
Obi-
but at some point you have to take the shot. They have
and
three
of
guys.
course,
They have 3 or 4 guys with their feet in the paint. You have to take the three. It's just
and of,
they weren't
right,
making them.
and then of course, the one thing I was worried about, leaving Gabe Vincent out in the open. Sure, he only hit 5 out of 12, but those 5 were key.
Our point guard defense was terrible.
Yeah, point of attack was bad.
This is where Deuce would have been good to bring in, but no, old 10-man Tiffy chose to leave him in a cage.
The thing we could have made like a run, like they got up to 8, and then we chopped it back down to 2.
Yeah,
With a Grimes IQ, I believe RJ was out there,
yeah,
and like our perimeter defense was swarming at the time.
right.
And then I mean, most coaches, like 99 out of 100 coaches, would bring in Brunson in that situation.
Yeah,
It just didn't really work out. Like our
it just
execution
didn't.
was bad, and our defense was mediocre towards
His
the end of the
his
game.
transition defense was terrible. His transition defense was so bad today that if I'm Tibbs, I'm going and talking to him, bro.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Like speaking of that, on a game to game adjustment, those long outlets from Kevin Love,
Love.
it won't happen again.
No.
It won't happen at
Here's
all.
the-
Like that's gonna get eliminated
Yep.
I'm gonna be
completely.
blunt with
And the reason why he didn't though he couldn't is because the Heat went on a run and he had just called a timeout like 90 seconds before that.
Yeah, because we used all our time. We had like 2 timeouts to go in the third quarter.
Right. Right.
And
So,
here's the thing, Thibodeau. Thibodeau, let me blunt. I hope you learned your lesson. Game 2, bring Randall back, or at the very least, put Grimes in for a few games. You keep this crap up, we're getting swept. It's plain and simple.
Well, Grimes
I
did
mean,
play. You
of
mean
course
Deuce
you're gonna
McBride?
play. Of course you're gonna play your all-star power forward, right?
That's a given.
But right, but the thing is with Grimes, I understand where he's going with Grimes. You played an entire 82 game schedule with a certain lineup, or for the most part, maybe it was like 60 games with a certain lineup because we were taking around with Fournier and all of them in the beginning of the season. But once we got locked in, there was a certain lineup that we went with, and down 2 starters against the Heat. The Heat is still a playoff team, right? They're still a playoff team. So you got one starter out and the other one on limited minutes, right? On a minutes restriction. Basically, that's what I'm guessing. But so when you don't play Grimes, right? So with Grimes on a minutes restriction, you know what I'm saying? You got to play Deuce. And
Yeah.
David, how do you
I was-
eliminate long outlets?
I
You
was
got
gonna,
it. Okay.
I was gonna say you do it with correct floor balancing. You have to have like you can't have one guy above the break and it's Brunson. You have to have two guys above the break.
Right.
Like, and when you have correct spacing, that's easy to do. You just got to make sure that they get back
Right.
and to eliminate the long pass. What we were doing, we had terrible floor balancing, and they exploited that. So a lot of times, like Brunson would take like a long contested three or a mid range jumper. Then he grabbed the board, and Jimmy's already gone, and everybody else is already spaced out to the corners or not above the break from the 3 point line,
Right.
and that's just pitch and catch at that point. And Obi was late reacting a few times,
Yes.
getting back in transition. So yeah,
And here's the thing. Josh Hart is 6'4", 6'5", but he's not a shooting guard, bro. He's only listed as shooting guard because he's short. If Josh Hart was 6'8", he might be a power forward, right? Here's my thing with that. Knowing that Josh Hart likes to crash the boards, right? You got to keep RJ off the board because remember, Grimes. I mean, not Grimes. I'm sorry, not Grimes, but Hart. When you got Hart, Obi, RJ, Mitch going to the boards, and Jalen Brunson is the only transition defender back. That's easy. That's easy. Right?
Yeah.
That's taking candy from a baby. Because not only is he not athletic, he can't jump, he's not tall. Now, mind you, I like Brunson, right? But I'm just stating things for the record. These are facts. These are not just things I'm making up, not things that I'm making up to diminish Brunson, right? But Brunson is not fast. He can't jump. He's not athletic. He's not tall. And if he is the only one back in a 2-on-1 fast break the other way, of course Miami's going to score.
He's gonna get flattened.
Right. And then at the same time, since he's your primary scorer, he can't waste his fouls down there and get in foul trouble. Because now you take him off the floor. Right? So if you're Tibbs, and this is something Josh Hart should know, because Josh Hart's been in the league too long. If you're starting in Grimes' spot, you have to do all the things that Grimes did when Grimes was the starter. And part of that is get back in transition defense. Stop the ball.
Yep. Grimes did that well.
Right.
Whereas Hart
Stop the ball. Stop the ball. But Josh Hart, to his credit, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but you got to live with the consequences. Josh Hart likes to crash the boards. And when you think about it, how many times have you seen Josh Hart come up with a clutch offensive rebound? Often, right?
But that has some of it has to do with how much attention Mitch gets.
Right.
Like the balls that get out of Mitch's circle, it falls damn near. It goes right to Hart, and Hart tracks it down to his credit.
Right.
But he's not also getting a body put on him. And the way they're setting up in Miami, they're putting bodies on everybody who touches the paint.
Right. Case in point, look at what they did to Brunson in the second half. Double, triple, and even quadruple teams.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And the best way to beat it is to hit the open shot. That's what we have to do.
Right. And so chat, you see what I'm getting at, right? I'm not bashing Josh Hart because everybody plays basketball different ways. It's what makes you attractive to an NBA team. But what you sacrifice by crashing the boards, both offensive and defense, is transition defense the other way. You sacrifice that. You give up one. You can't be in two places at one time, right? If I'm Josh Hart, right, and I know RJ likes to go board also, right? RJ likes to go stick his nose in there occasionally also. You can't have everybody in there because now you got the shortest, most unathletic guy in transition defense guarding two people with a full head of steam attacking the rim. And even if he does stop them from scoring by fouling them, those fouls rack up quick. And now you got him on the bench and your backup point guards in the game. So it's like pick your poison.
If he even bothered to bring in the backup point guard.
Right. So yeah, it's like pick your poison in that case. Dre, and that's one of the reasons why I was saying at the beginning of this live stream, I wanted to just speak just to basketball. Right? I didn't care about how I felt about losing. It's a 7-game series, right? It's a 7-game series. It's not the end of the world as far as this game goes. There were some on the court decisions that made me scratch my head.
Mhm. If we're going, I mean, we're expecting a long series. Well, some teams are gonna have to win on the road for it to be a long series, and
Right.
they just so happened to win the first game.
Right, Adam. What else you got, Adam?
You don't want the Knicks to go to Miami down 2-0 either,
Okay.
because you're asking for the Knicks to do a lot to try to win 2 games in Miami down 2-0. So this game 2 is going to be a very important win for the Knicks to go to Miami with the series tied 1-1,
True.
and hopefully Randall might. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup of Game 3. We hope so, but we'll see.
The other issue is how much damage was legitimately done to Jimmy Butler. I mean, I saw how that ankle got rolled. It looked pretty nasty, but he could be faking it.
I was just
I
going
don't,
to ask you that.
I don't believe he was faking it because number one, they were avoiding giving him the ball on offense. That's how bad he was looking.
And he was
And
just standing there in the corner all the remainder of the game.
and he wasn't. The thing I didn't get was we didn't target him on defense at all.
We didn't target him and the thing about it is RJ looked to try to attack him on defense, but our guards would not give RJ the ball back. What are we doing? Josh Hart dribbling into a double team when RJ has Jimmy Butler 1-on-1 on a wing and turning it over. Josh Hart, come on, bro.
And this is the issue, I think.
Played a little bit too much hero ball and selfish.
That was the issue with this.
Yeah.
Throw in the fact that we have a ball hawk second shooting guard, or who's more like a small forward in Hart, who is, I think the issue of the word that screams with this game for me is tunnel vision. The team got caught up in one setup and just couldn't get out of it. The Heat, on the other hand, found various setups, the long outlets, finding the open guys behind the arc, getting Knick players into foul trouble, and not to mention having the refs in their pockets.
The Heat beat us by shooting 42% from the floor and 33% from three.
And when we shoot from three, a measly 20.6.
Yeah, that's bad.
None of
You're
that
gonna
has to do-
lose. You're gonna lose a lot of games when you shoot like that.
when you can't shoot. Yep. Because like Dre said, it's the NBA is a make or miss league, and if you're not making them, you're missing them. It's basically what it boils down to, right? But I didn't want it to sound like all doom and gloom because RJ Barrett looks to be coming into his own.
True.
Yeah.
And so while he's not bursting onto the scene, like he hadn't had like a 47-point triple double, but over the course of the playoffs, you've seen him get progressively better over the course of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And not just totally. I think this is his best game of this playoffs, even though it came in a loss.
I always thought the Game 4 win over Cleveland was his best.
I liked RJ's process tonight. He wasn't really forcing it. At the end, he got a couple turnovers because nobody was shooting well.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at the end, Brunson and RJ got turnovers and Josh Hart because we were just pressing because we weren't shooting at all well. But for the most part, I liked RJ's process. I feel like our shot selection and our decision making wouldn't have been so bad if we just made 2 or 3 more shots from the perimeter instead of just what was it tonight? 7 of 29,
33.
Yes.
Even worse. Yeah, that's all.
It was awful.
Abysmal.
Yeah, I like what RJ did in the first half. I felt that he should have kept doing that in the second half, attacking the rim, because he was getting a lot of buckets when he took the ball to the rim.
One problem with that, Adam.
In the second half, he kind of like backed off a little bit.
But still, he saw what the Heat were doing to Brunson, constantly smothering him every second he got in the paint.
Yeah, they were all over Brunson.
And again, Tibbs didn't want to change that tactic up and go back to Barrett. By the time he did, too little, too late.
It's one of those things where it's mm, we kind of they just clogged the lane. Legitimately, they clogged the lane. They didn't respect their shooters, and for good reason because they weren't shooting well. So
Yeah.
I need quickly and Grimes to step up because
They're playing like
they're
cowards.
they're supposed to be the two best shooters on our team, at least in the rotation.
I mean, I agree. I mean, we were supposed with these two. We were supposed to, at least at first glance, going into this postseason, have snipers. What are we getting? With Quickly, a wild shooter who can't hit the broadside of the barn, and with Grimes, shoulder injury be damned, we've got a coward.
I won't say all that, but one thing I don't like because we're shooting so badly from three.
Oh my God.
We have to live with Obi Toppin taking 11 threes. Granted, he shot a solid percentage, but if Obi Toppin has to take 11 threes, that means your process is wrong. There's something wrong with that. That means we're not generating open looks from anyone else because they're just completely helping off of him. So in that process, if they're hitting Obi Toppin, he needs to be able to attack a closeout. He needs to be able to put the ball on the floor and create for others. Because if they're gonna sag off like that completely,
Yeah.
there has to be repercussions for it.
Freezie, I've had all I need to say tonight. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You good, Mets? Peace.
Yeah, man.
All right, Mets.
Hi, boss.
Yeah, but IQ, he needs to do better on offense because he's just lacking. Just don't want to shoot the ball. I get that he wants to get his teammates involved, but come on, man, you gotta help out in the offense.
He is shooting the ball. He's just not taking good shots or
Well, he's
making them.
not. He shoots once in a while, but he's not shooting. I mean, like, I want to see him shoot more. I want to see him shoot more because he's a very good offensive player. And if he's just dribbling the ball, running the shot clock down and not contributing in the offense, I mean, you expect Bunton to do every scoring. You expect RJ to do all the scoring. No,
Well, the team
IQ's got to
is
help out.
the way the team is set up. We do it by committee, and when we try to lean into the hot hand. IQ took 9 shots tonight, which isn't
Yeah, that's
a
too
high amount. I
Right.
mean, but anywhere from 9 to 12 is fine if he's efficient, which is what we expect efficiency, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and I don't know why Tibbs didn't have Ihart out there. He basically stick with Obi too long.
I mean, you don't
Yeah,
want
Wait.
a
Hold on. What do
Hartenstein
you
and
mean?
Mitch lineup. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Because
Or Dre, let him explain. Let him explain his point.
okay.
I feel like I didn't see Hartenstein that much in the game. He was out there at times, but I feel that he wasn't on the floor that much.
Like to be absolutely honest, Adam, we were missing so bad that Tibbs
Yeah,
thought, okay, if we're gonna keep missing, we might as well put our best offensive rebounder out there.
Right.
right.
That's why Hartenstein wasn't on.
Which is Obi. Oh,
No, it's Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson
No,
is the guy that
man.
comes in
yeah,
for
yeah,
Mitchell
yeah. You're right.
Robinson's minutes affects Hartenstein, not Obi.
Yeah, Mitchell
Shout
Robinson
out, shout out to Demond and we talk Hawks. See
yeah,
how what's up,
yeah.
boys out there.
Well, salute them on.
Adam, you
Yeah,
working on
you're
getting
right.
canned, bro. You working on getting
Uh,
canned. How you gonna say Hartenstein and Obi, bro? They don't even play the same position.
no, I'm saying that Hartenstein didn't play as long in the regular season or in the first round. I feel like, in this game particularly, I felt that Obi was out there longer than Hartenstein. And you see, Obi sometimes his defense is not that great.
Adam, Randall didn't play. So
I
Obi has
understand
to
that.
play more minutes, and Obi's minutes do not correlate with Hartenstein. They don't play the same position.
That's true.
So when we talk about Obi's minutes might get shortened if we go to a small ball lineup. That's the only way his minutes will correlate. But either way, Hartenstein will be on the court when he's told by Tibbs to be in for Mitchell Robinson. So it's if you want to say you didn't see enough Hartenstein, then that's mostly because Tibbs went with Mitchell Robinson. It has nothing to do with Obi.
Right. And the last time we saw Mitch, he was a monster.
Oh yeah, I don't have any issues with Mitch. I just felt that Obi was out there
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just let
long.
it go. Let's just let it go, bro. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about something else. Because that point don't make no sense, no matter how you try to twist it.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson had 14 boards tonight. So
Yeah. Yeah, that point don't make sense. Right. But if we're talking about, could the Knicks have done something differently today, Adam? Probably. But the thing is what could Tom Thibodeau do knowing that he was down two starters? One was out and the other is on a minutes restriction.
right.
How can you? What else can you do? You know, I mean, say if he did play Hartenstein more, right? What happens if one of those dudes gets into foul trouble? Now you have one center going the rest of the way anyway, right? And then two, also, what if you play both of them together just to get bigger? But they had played together all season. So you have no idea what you're going to get, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, that the big lineup. Then no,
Yeah,
it's not necessary anyway.
right.
Not against this team. Like we have no problems winning the rebound battle with just one big, and we won it tonight. We just lost the turnover battle and the 3-point battle.
Right. Oh, you mean the important stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the three things: the
Yeah.
rebound battle, the turnover battle, and the 3-point battle.
Yeah.
If
So
you win two out of the three of those, you stand a good chance of winning, no matter what happens with the other three.
right. Right.
But
B.
it's a
Willis.
little bit more heavily weighted with rebounds, though. A little bit more, in my opinion.
Okay. B. Willis says, "Play your vets." Hey, listen. I understand where you're trying to go with this.
Well, he
I
think
thought. I
Derrick
thought.
Rose is gonna. Nah.
You got Dre. You gotta let me. You gotta let me.
Oh
You
my
gotta let me
bad.
tee it up, man. I'm good at this, bro. I promise
My
you.
bad. My bad. I was a little
I,
appalled.
yeah, I know. I could hear it. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Derrick Rose was the answer. Derrick Rose is washed, right? And even if he's not washed, he's extremely rusty, right? Could you have played McBride 10 to 15 minutes?
Yeah, I would.
Maybe. And
You
if you played them those 10 to 15 minutes, how would you have split those minutes up? Now, conventional wisdom would say, well, 15 minutes played 7.5 in the first, 7.5 in the second. I disagree. Right? I disagree. At 6:53 in the first half, when Miami went on their run, I insert Miles McBride in right there. And Dre, you know why I do that? And I play him at least 5 minutes out of that 6:53. You know why?
Why?
Because the Knicks offense sucked anyway.
So it didn't matter. Like,
So
and
it didn't matter, right?
and if you would have had that, Kyle Lowry would not be able to get off at
Get
all.
off. Right.
Nothing.
Right. Now you see where I'm going with it, right? I'm putting him in those places where offense doesn't matter. And I know in a make or miss league, offense always matter. But if you're struggling from offense anyway, why not put him in, and why not just buy into all defense? Because with a huge lead, time is on your side. And that is one of the things that I think we missed out on. With time on our side, an 11-point lead, right? We played as if time was not on our side
You were
and as
speeding up.
if we were down.
You were speeding up. We were
Right.
speeding up for no reason instead of going through our offensive process and
Right.
getting what we want. But I mean,
The quickly
it's
three that you mentioned, the quickly
yeah,
three.
terrible shot.
Oh,
If it would have went in, we would have been like, oh, great momentum
great.
shot.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got it, don't 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 force the issue.
But here's the thing: if you're struggling, this is the one thing. This is the one thing I say about quickly, right? If you're struggling shooting the ball, you don't ever heat check, ever. Because even if you hit that three, it's a heat check. You're still only lukewarm. You're not scorching hot. You feel me? I mean, come on. The 1-3 quickly hit. He banked it in off 1 foot
Right.
from a side angle. How often do you see a three get banked in off the glass from a side angle?
That's
That
how
means,
bad. That's how off he was.
yo,
That
that was a
means if he shot it,
UFO.
if he shot it from anywhere else, it would have been an air ball, wide
Right,
left or wide right or
right,
hard off the backboard.
right, right. Man, listen, man, I'm gonna put the link out there for Smoke, man. You know what? No, I'm not, because every time I put the link out there for Smoke, he'll never come in here.
He
Man,
come in.
man, I'm not putting no. The Smoking Nick. I'm not putting no link out here for you, and then you'll never come in here. Smoke always be like, "Yo, put the link in the chat," and then he'll never show up. Man, I ain't putting no link in there for Smoke. Rel is in the building. What's good, Rel? That's our guy.
Shout out to
We
Rel.
Talk Mavs and We Talk Hawks in the building. The Mavs fan base in the building. The Hawks fan base in the building. Salute to you guys, man. The summertime conversations are gonna be crazy, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Rel, I got a Nick that I absolutely can't wait to trade to you guys, but I can't say his name until the season is over.
Oh, I already know who it is. Oh, what up, Joe Man? Joe Man's in the chat. I
Joe is
think
in
he
the
might want to
building.
come up.
Joe Madden is in the building. Yo, this Smoke texted me. Let me see. No. Yo. Let me finish. Hey, go ahead, Dre. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna keep it a little bit, just really simple. Just shoot better. Shoot better. Not even shoot great. Just shoot. Just shoot like slightly below NBA average, and that's fine. Not shoot 20% on open looks.
Right. Can we?
It's
Can
like
we?
Grimes and IQ just completely forgot how to shoot when we got to the playoffs.
Yo, bro.
Well,
Nah, it ain't gonna be Ev. We need Ev contract.
if you say the name, you're gonna make people upset, Freezy. So
Yeah,
don't say
I know. I'm saving it for the off season. Yeah, I'm saving it. I'm saving it for the off season, y'all. And it might be a couple of names too. And I might make Shotgunner mad, but whatever.
Oh nah, don't no nah.
Shotgunner. If you watching, bro.
You gonna make that man cuss you out in the chat. Don't do that.
Shotgunner. If you watching, bro, what's up with your man's? What's up with our
Get
man, Shotgunner?
get it together, bro. Get it together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Knicks won today. What's good? Joe Madden.
What's up, Joe?
What's happening, guys? How we doing?
What up,
Doing
Joe?
all right.
I'm bad, bro. Bro. I'm mad. No, I'm not mad. I guess, Joe, what do you call that thing? It's like a feeling like you kind of upset and sad at the same time.
Disappointed?
Disappointed. Yeah. Perfect. That's perfect. I'm disappointed, bro.
I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't want to jump all the way up.
Yeah, man. I was legit gonna take an Uber to the Verrazano Bridge, bro.
I want to say this thing particularly from the box score. There's a the strip when people goes up for a shot, they call those blocks. Kyle Lowry had 4 of those tonight.
Wow. Wow.
Kyle Lowry had 4 strips going up.
So what gives me a little bit of confidence going forward in this series is that we kept at least this thing close with Brunson having a bad game, no Randall, and Jimmy had a Jimmy game, and Kyle Lowry had a good game, and Kyle Lowry's not going to play like that all series.
And Gabe Vincent.
Yeah,
So
Struce had a good game too, and
Struce
and
did not have a
Martin.
good game.
Yes, he
No.
did.
No,
He had a
didn't.
couple of 3-pointers
No,
that the
he
Knicks
didn't.
did not let. They left them wide open.
see that's the thing, was that our spacing was horrendous. See, it's a lose-lose situation because you need Harden there to defend Jimmy, but then you lose in the shooting. And you need Grimes in there for shooting, but you lose in the defense a little bit.
Yeah,
Because it's
um
he
I'm
like, I don't like Grimes on Jimmy too much.
And
I'm not,
and he was hurt. And he hurt. You can tell.
Yeah, he a little young, he hurt.
and he's
I
not going to
just
get the
rather
benefit of the
Hart.
doubt with the refs either.
No,
Like
he
Hart can get away with a little bit more physicality, and even then, to a point, they were giving Jimmy like some BS calls, but it's all good. It's it's one of those things where it's just I think I told Freezy this before we even got on here. I really think we're going to win 4 out of the next 5 games, but it's dependent on just us shooting like better, not marginally better, a lot better than this.
right. Right.
Well, I tell you what, this loss here, it's good for the fan base, because the fan base need a little bit of humbling, because I was seeing out there that we were going to walk through Miami, and I say Miami don't have all these star players or high draft picks. They have a bunch of guys undrafted and pulled off the street, but they just have a system and a culture that seems to be winning year after year, seems to be in there. So we
Yeah.
weren't going to, like, I do predict that we're going to win this, but it's going to go 6-7. So we were going to
It's
lose
their
games.
culture, basically.
Yeah.
They have a winning culture. Okay. Yeah, I got
Something in
you.
the water down there. Players just, when they go down there, they shine.
Right. Right. Hey, Justo11, thank you for the generous contribution. Justo says, with Buddy Hield on the roster, I'd be calmer. We just need 2 proven threats from 3. I think Miami rest Jimmy for game 3. Knicks in 5 still.
I
Them.
believe he meant game 2.
I'm calling this might be a series, maybe
Nah,
game 3, game 4, where we might need an Evan Fournier in there for 10 to 15 minutes.
Now
Oh
what
no.
he's saying is we just need 2 proven threats from 3. I think Miami rest Jimmy for game 3. Yeah.
Well, nah, game 2. Game 2 is the next game. Game 3 is not till Saturday.
No, no. Listen to what he's saying, though. He's not saying rest him for the next game. He's saying rest Jimmy for game 3 in
Oh,
Miami.
4. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. That's what
4
he's getting
game
at.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this next game, man, you already won one in New York. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
they're gonna take it back, because that between Tuesday, it's Tuesday, and then the next game Saturday. So it's like 4 days off.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to give him the week off to make sure he's good for game 3.
Yeah, make sure he good for game 3.
Miami happy right now. They get, if they go back to Miami 1-1, they're happy.
Right. Smoke, what's good, bro?
How y'all doing?
Bro, if you would have showed up here, I was gonna walk all the way to Sacramento, bro. Yeah, I'd have bought me. I would have stopped in. I would have stopped in New Orleans and got me 2 cases of cigarettes and walked all the way. Because every time I put the link in the chat, you don't
big
show.
bread on Sacramento, them losing that last game, man. I lost big bread on them. Enough money that I was comfortable. I would say more money than I was comfortable losing on them is what I would say.
Yeah.
But I paid my dues, and we're good.
Right. No doubt. How you been, brother?
I'm doing well, man. I don't want to jump all over the place, but I would say that I'm still comfortable with that loss, even though I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. There's a lot of things that I could harp on, but I just feel like we need our number one guy, Julius Randle.
Yeah, man.
That's how I feel, man. But to answer your question, I feel great, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm disappointed. Shout out to Big Tone Open Sports Talk in the building. with the
Salute.
fly Miami Heat avatar. That's fire, bro. No pun
Now that,
intended.
that
No pun
avatar is
intended
trash.
there.
Don't let Freezy fool you. That avatar trash.
Yeah. That's what he say, man. I can think. I can. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself.
That avatar
Let's see what
trash.
they could do with Julius Randle, or
Yeah,
what
man.
they can do with
Nothing.
Julius Randle's impact
Hold
when it
on, hold on,
comes to
hold
Bam.
on, Joe Madden. So, yo, Freezy, can I get 2 minutes?
I was Joe. What was you cut Joe off though?
No,
Oh
but can I
no,
get
he's
two?
good.
Joe.
Go. You're
Okay.
good.
I'm not about. No, I'm about to make it a segment. I don't want to speak. I'm about to ask Joe questions.
Yeah, go.
All right.
Okay.
My question is, because I heard last week how much we needed Julius not to play and for him to be healthy and stuff like that because we felt like we could just run through the playoffs without him. So my question is, I had to preface it first, but my question is, how far can we go without Randall?
Is
Joe?
that for all? Oh, it's just for Joe.
Did
Okay.
No,
did
you specifically.
Okay.
no did Joe say that? Did Joe say what your
No, Joe
preference?
said that previous before, so I'm just asking him a question.
Okay.
I said to get through the Cavs. I felt we could get through the Cavs without Randle, and the way Randle was playing the last couple of games through his injury. I
Okay.
feel we need Randle. We need Randle in this series.
Okay.
For the matchup, it's like matchup dependent.
Because not even just about Randle. So like, who's going to guard Randle, and then they're going to put Bam on him, and that opens up everything for Mitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now,
They gonna put
Bam's
Jimmy,
on
or
Mitch,
they
and
gonna
Mitch
put
can't get on the
Jimmy on
boards.
Randall, and then that opens everything up for Brunson.
True.
To that point, Mitch had 14 rebounds, but Josh Hart didn't have as many boards as we're accustomed to.
And his transition defense was terrible
Yeah.
and non-existent.
Yeah.
Right. And also too really quick. Um, with Josh Hart on the floor, they took a good defender off of Josh Hart and put him on Jalen Brunson, and Josh Hart didn't make them pay offensively.
At all. 0 for 4 from 3 today.
These are like these little things. And I understand. Hey, listen, I'm not bashing my Knicks, man. I love the Knicks, man. I love the Knicks. Y'all know I love the Knicks, man. We got a channel that be on the air more than any other YouTube channel going. Right? Lawrence Tears be up more than probably all the other Knicks channels combined, probably. Right? But here's the thing. When we got to call a spade when it happens. When you have Caleb Martin coming off of Josh Hart to guard Jalen Brunson, and then you have Gabe Vincent guarding Josh Hart. How does Josh Hart not make? How does Josh Hart not make Gabe Vincent pay? I can't imagine a world where, say for instance, we play the Phoenix Suns, right? And we take our best defender off of Devin Booker and put him on Kevin Durant, and then put Jalen Brunson on Devin Booker. Jalen Brunson on Devin Booker, and Devin Booker don't take advantage of it.
That's 60 points.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I think with Josh Hart is, I think he looks tired. He's after just guarding Donovan Mitchell and shutting him down, and now he's after, or not, yeah, kind of shutting him down. And now he's being told he's to guard Jimmy Butler, and he looks tired.
Yeah.
He's
I
killing him
think
offensively.
I think we need to lean on Grimes just for Grimes to even get to like it takes time to get into a game and then get in a rhythm and to be able to shoot. It's hard to get it's hard to ask a guy to give me your best 10 minutes. That is a very hard thing to do for a 23-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Especially when you're
come in
accustomed
the
to
game.
starting.
Yeah, I'm saying come in the game. Give me your best 10 minutes. From
Right.
a mentality standpoint, it's hard.
Right.
From a muscle memory standpoint, it's hard because you've just been off for a week.
Right.
And like it's hard for like I feel not even to like say we don't need Hart. We need to figure out a way Hart can get down to like 28, 30 minutes of high intensity basketball,
Right.
and then Greg Grimes in there for like a 20, anywhere from 20 to 24 minutes. You might have to cut into RJ's minutes. You might have to play some small ball,
Right.
but you need like the best version of Hart is the high motor, and when
Right.
you're getting a reduced, like when you're reducing that part of his game because he's tired or gassed, you're
Right.
not getting the best version of Hart, which is why you
And
didn't
he's
see
also coming
anything
off a sprained ankle.
exactly. So like a tired Hart is gonna put up some UFOs at the rim.
Right.
What you saw the last 3 4 games, Josh Hart is in the last 3 games, Josh Hart is 1 for 12 from three, one for
And
10.
right. And on top of all of that, on top of all of that, right? Now, mind you, think about what I'm saying. I want y'all to follow me on it, right? Right? So Caleb Martin goes from a small forward to guarding the point guard, picking up at 70, 75 feet, right? Gabe Vincent is taking a nap on defense guarding Josh Hart, right? And then offensively, that same dude that you were allowing to rest on offense scored 20 points, right? Because he was just full of energy. He wasn't tired. He didn't have to work.
Nope.
See, I think it's
Right,
good coaching by Spolstra to more or less, it's like shut down RJ, shut down Brunson, and let everybody else open. And that's what he was basically letting Hart and Obi. He was like Obi took 11 threes. Obi was getting whatever he wanted. The Spolstra didn't care. It was like, let these guys shoot. And that's going to be a problem coming down the stretch. And that's why one of the priorities going into next offseason is getting some sort of shooting, because that's in playoffs. We need it.
right, right. And I know it's hard being a two-way player. Josh Hart is not a two-way player. Josh Hart is an energy guy off the bench, man, super energy, super team guy, all these different things. I'm not picking on Josh Hart. I'm only if y'all can just rock with me and trust that I'm not trying to be a Knicks hater, that I'm just trying to talk basketball, right?
Hmm.
Bro, Gabe Vincent not having to work on defense only led to him and Kyle Lowry also only led to him and Kyle Lowry being fresh on offense. Today they scored 38 points.
Facts.
Combined, they scored 38 points. Smoke, that's all you had?
Hmm. I think Smoke has some more.
No, I got way more than that. I was just letting you speak. You feel me?
Okay.
This is
Ye-
not this. This is not the smoking Nick. This is Blood Orange Tears, Orange and Blue Skies, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, man.
To
Smoking
be
it.
honest with you, I think Gabe Vincent killed us, but I don't think he killed us as much as people would say he did, because he hit two threes in the first and probably two threes in that fourth.
Right.
So they were significant threes, but to pretend he was doing that all 4 quarters, that's not the truth, right? The problem is that Obi,
Hey, smoke that dude averaged 9 points a game for the season.
He got 20 in a playoff game.
well,
That's
He
not
got
insane.
20 in this game right here.
all right, so he performed,
So
but
he doubled his season average.
I think Obi missing a couple of open threes that he had cost us. I think RJ not showing up in that second half cost us, even though he did his thing in the first half. Let's differentiate, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
people don't think I'm just hating on his whole game performance, because I'm not.
No, no, we know.
I just didn't like his second half. I think that quickly wasn't decisive, making decisions. Like just his indecisiveness, decision making wise, it always cost us. You know what I mean? And because we can't like it's we can slow it down when we're running with teams that want to run that pace, but we're
I'll be right
running
back for
against
you,
a
sir.
team that's gritty like us. So we got to continue to be gritty. We gotta fight. We gotta muck it up. We gotta get the rebounds, and they got every little loose rebound. They made sure that Mitch tried, and he got a couple offensive rebounds and stuff like that, and so did Josh Hart. But I don't feel like we did enough today to fight. You know what I mean? And just stake our claim on this W today. You know what I mean? I feel like we kind of gave this one away, even though we only lost by 6, or 7.
Yeah, and I think there was mistakes down the stretch where it's like after Jimmy got hurt, there was what 4 points in that game, 5 points in the game when Jimmy got hurt.
The closest we got, Joe, was like 3.
So it was about 3 points when Jimmy
3
got hurt.
points. Yeah, like 3 points.
Man,
No,
Jimmy,
no, no. We were down 3, and Jimmy hit them 2 free throws after he got fouled because he got hurt.
After
Then
he
we were
got
down.
fouled. So I was saying we was down 3. Now,
I'm saying we were down 5 by the time we got the ball back. You know what I'm saying?
no, but when he hit those,
He
free
got
throws,
hurt. He got hurt, and then he shot the free throws, and then he went
No,
back on defense.
No,
we were down
no,
5.
listen, fam. He got hurt. We were down 3, and he hit those free throws after he hurt his ankle,
Yeah, because they called a foul on that play that he hurt his ankle.
which
That's
that
my
was,
point.
which was a fucking phony foul in my estimation. But I'm not the refs,
I
right?
believe. There's so many ticky tack calls. We see RJ get obliterated at the rim. We see Brunson get fouled. We don't see
I wouldn't
Brunson
call
get text. We don't
They
see
just
Brunson
said
get
that.
text.
Clearly not calling the fouls for us, and then fucking helping
What
them.
language?
Yeah, they was clearly not calling those fouls for us, and then clearly calling fouls for others. Like, he slips, hits his ankle with Brunson, and that's a foul. But you're hacking Brunson and RJ every time they go to the rim, and they can't get one foul call. They gotta beg.
They gotta get text, and Brunson doesn't even get text. Brunson doesn't even go get into it with the refs. But it is what it is. I think we'll bounce back. I think we're gonna win by 20 next game. Be absolutely honest.
Minimum?
Minimum 20.
And you know
I mean,
what's
but this is the same blueprint that the Bucks went through. If you recall, Bucks lost the first game. Giannis was out. He only played 11 minutes, and then they came back and blew them out. Granted, Giannis didn't play that game, but I think Randle's going to be back for this game.
And the Bucks lost that
and
series.
in this game,
Yep.
and in this game, Miami was 13 for 39 behind the 3-point line. That's 33%. The Knicks 7 for 34 behind 3-point line. That's 20%.
Yeah.
That is not good. That is not good numbers.
Yeah, we already talked about that though.
We touched on that. The hitting shots is ultimately hitting shots is the most important thing, but like in terms of like adjustments.
Right. Let me talk to Adam about his point though. So Adam, the 20% thing that you just reiterated, right? Because we talked about that about an hour ago. I think you brought it up for a reason, right? Why'd you bring that up? Are you suggesting that the type of threes that we were making is the reason why we missed, or that we couldn't create our own shots outside of Jalen Brunson? Like what's the reason? Like why would you bring that up again? I'm curious.
I felt like every 3-point shot the Knicks took today were horrible, and they were off.
I agree.
Way off.
But
horrible in the fact that they just missed, or horrible in the fact that they were open because we had a ton of open threes. We just didn't make them.
No, yeah, some of the shots they were wide open, but they missed.
We shouldn't have took the 3 in the first place. That's what horrible.
But the thing is, you got to make them honest. They already have 3-4 people with their feet in the paint.
Hold on, making them honest doesn't mean you should shoot bad threes.
But if they're open, they're not a bad 3.
So Toppin took 11 threes.
A bad 3 means that you have no chance of hitting it, but you're just taking it. That's bad.
But I mean, all right.
Like Obi shouldn't be taking game. Obi
should only take a shot you anticipate making. You don't take shots that you anticipate missing. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, we anticipated making those open threes, the open threes.
Nah, but Dre sound like he's talking about anticipating missing shots and just taking them, even though you may miss them. That's what he sound like.
I don't know. That can't be totally
that's
accurate.
That's what he sound like, Freezie. I'm just saying.
Right, but that's wrong though, in my opinion. I just want to say
that's what he sound like though.
I think that's wrong though, and the reason why I'm saying it is because if that is the case that you were Adam making, then that 3 that Emmanuel quickly banked in from the wing was a bad shot that was made.
And we see that all the time.
Because you can't be confident and threes that you make, and then just because you missed it, you say it was a bad shot. You know what I'm saying? That's
But
what
people
I'm
take
thinking.
bad shots that they make all the time, though, huh?
No, but if you were talking about that heat check that quickly put up with
That's a
like
bad shot.
that was a terrible three.
It was a bad shot.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I want. I
I'm
was.
not talking
I
about those
answering.
threes. I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about
Dre. Hold
okay.
on. Let me
Yeah.
just say this to Smoking Adam. And if y'all are making a distinctive case for one or the other, then if you said that quickly three, where he made the three, banking it in from an impossible angle, if that was because I thought that was a terrible shot. But if that's a good shot just because it went in, then I don't know. I don't know if there's ever a good three that was missed. You know what I'm saying?
I just think Freezy, it's some of the shot selections of the threes, yeah, might have been open, but necessarily don't like who was taking them.
Okay.
Like Obi took 11 threes, and I get it, shoot when he's open, but every time he was open, he just was shooting the three. Like he should be doing more, just more to his game. Like he's supposed to be an athletic freak. Like he was drafted as supposed to be the next Amari Stoudemire, and we've turned him into Davis Bertans.
But he
Hey,
can't drive. He can't drive.
But I mean, what you want him to do? Jump over three people that's standing in the paint? Because that's what they're
hey,
doing.
hey, Smoke.
And and,
Let
and,
me,
and if he
Smoke.
double dribble going to that paint, he gonna get stripped.
Right. Hey, Smoke. What about this? What about others creating better 3-point opportunities? Is
Like
that is
what
that
what
it,
player? Like what
no?
players?
I'm asking you because I don't know.
Oh no, I follow. I thought RJ facilitated nice today. I thought he wasn't forcing it. You
Right.
know, did he take some shots that I thought he shouldn't have took? Yeah, but I thought he facilitated very nice in the first half to where in the second half, dude should have been warm. You know what I mean? Decision making killed us in the second half.
Right. Right.
To
Right.
answer your question,
Right. Yeah. Listen. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting further down that path where you at. I don't agree with Adam. I think Adam is saying if you missed a three is a bad shot.
No,
Right.
no,
that's
I'm
not what I was
saying,
saying. That's
no,
not what I was saying.
I'm saying the 3 pointers that Obi was taking, Brunson, RJ, they were horrible shots. Especially if you're wide open, you got to make sure you knock those down.
Well,
But
Adam, to be
Adam,
fair, most of
ain't that what
the
you just
Brunson shots are bad shots.
Adam? So you just said what I said. You said it's a bad shot because if it's an open shot, you got to knock it down.
Yeah,
Smoking Nick, is that what you? Smoking Nick, that's what you agree to. You
No,
just if it's
no,
if they missed, it's a bad shot.
no. If it no, I don't agree with that.
You now you see why I asked you for clarification, right?
Yeah, no, but I clarified. No, open shot. I was mad. Obi didn't make those open shots that he took, but I
Okay.
thought they was bad shots because he could have moved the ball around, moved into a better position, and got a better shot. He's
Yeah,
better off.
that's a problem, and that's a
He's better
problem with
off.
Obi.
He's better off the catch and shoot. Just because he makes one off the bounce doesn't mean he should be taking two or three off the bounce, right?
Right.
So he did make one off the bounce, but the second one he tried to make off the bounce, he airballed it.
Right.
So he
Okay.
should be catching and shooting, right? So just because you made one off the bounce, Obi, just swing the ball around. I get that.
So catch and shoot or attack the closeout.
I think for him, he just got to decipher what's best at that moment. You know what I mean?
Depending
I
on the defense.
I like him doing both. I like him attacking the closeout and shooting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Obi is definitely good and he shoots at least like 38, 39%. So where it's a factor where you got to respect his three. But I don't want to see him dribbling too much.
So just real quick. So Obi did whip out one of the moves in his bag. Did you see it? Where he attacked the closeout for three and got the reverse spin layup at the basket?
We did.
Yep.
My only thing is we only see that once a year, like February 2nd. We only see it like once a year. Jay Boogie is in the
At
building.
every game.
Salute to my homeboy. Hey man,
Salute,
salute
Boogie.
to the big
What's
homie, Jay Boogie, the
what's good,
Jay
Jay
Knicks
Boog.
Boogie?
Nation, the hip hop legend. Jay Boogie, hey, listen. One of the biggest moments of my day, and no lie, I ran straight to the missus. I was like, look, look. I was showing her my phone on TikTok. I saw the Nick City dancers dancing till we lit. I no lie, bro. I'm a big guy, so when I say I ran, yo, I mean that. Cause I don't run for nothing. You
Gotta
know
be
what I'm
important.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but I took it for a look. They dancing to J Boogie, and they was out there doing a little thing, the We Lit challenge. So I think I'm gonna get in that We Lit challenge, man, and put it on TikTok, bro. You muted, boss.
I hope everybody know I'm gonna come back and kill them on my own track. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna do that, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks organization for doing what they're doing, allowing me and us together to unite and do some business together. You know what I'm saying? That worked great for the organization. It worked great for everybody that I deal with in our field. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To see this whole situation prosper and it's still carrying on. Shout out to all these great men that's up here rocking, doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat that's rocking, man. But I'm getting ready to drop this bombshell on all the Julius Randle haters. I mean, not haters, but the ones that don't think we need Julius. This is why Julius in his show today, why Julius is our best player on the team. Number one, when Julius is on the floor, he takes away any and all that Brunson is getting. All that. All that extra double team and everything he doesn't get that like that with Julius on the floor. Second thing, I'm hearing y'all talking about Obi Toppin shooting them shots and all them leverage shots. That's because he was shooting Quentin Grimes jumpers today.
Yep.
If you notice everything with Julius Randle not on the floor, it was all out of sync, all the way back to even starting, you know what I'm saying, Hart. Reason
Yep.
why I say this, because if you keep the same rotation, keep Hart coming off the bench, then you don't give Eric Spoelstra a chance to figure out the one scenario that he need to figure out and realize that we don't have a punch coming off the bench now because
Right.
Quickly is somewhere else. Okay, so with Julius not on the floor, that put RJ in Julius' position. That's why he was so creative in doing what he was doing today. That allowed, you know what I'm saying? That allowed Josh Hart to play RJ on RJ's spot, you know what I'm saying? With the little touches he get in his offense. And it put, you know what I'm saying, Obi Toppin into grind spot where all he doing is catching and shooting. You know what I
that
mean?
that's too much nuance for the simple mind, Jay Boogie. Keep talking.
Nah, but I'm just, I needed to break it down and let everybody see what they wasn't seeing because they thought they was looking at the same person, but it was a
But
different
he
ball
not.
player in the
Right.
same body, but being somebody else today. But
Right.
that's okay. That's never here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Something had to be done. We had to either win or lose today. And maybe the best thing that happened for this team that we got an L. Now we can get back to reality.
Yeah.
Everybody running around talking about we did it in 5. No, we beat Cleveland in 5 because we beat Cleveland in 5 doesn't mean we're going to beat Miami in 5. And everybody running around talking about we doing Miami in 5. So I guess what they were saying, we was going to beat Cleveland and Miami in 10 games. You know what I'm saying? We're going to eliminate both of them guys in 10 games compared. Reality check is sunk in and hit us early and brought us all back to reality. Now you can get back to playing basketball. Now you can get back to, you know what I'm saying, being hungry. Now you can get back to, you know what I'm saying, playing for your teammates and everything. I thought Brunson did too much with the ball too much today, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
I love the fact when things was like shaky at the beginning and RJ took command and you know what I'm saying, we started working and going through RJ and RJ had got a pass off a mixed rebound and start bringing Brunson went to come get the ball in the first quarter. He waved him off like, go ahead. And RJ went to do his thing and it created another basket and they called the timeout. You know what I'm saying? That's what we needed to do. Continue on playing through RJ. Anytime, you know what I'm saying, donuts, other words, Dunkin' Donuts. Anytime he's on the
Duncan.
floor, Vincent, Gabe Vincent, Gabe Vincent, I'm just
Yeah.
foreshadowing, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
somebody else that's out there, that I'm missing that doesn't play defense like that.
Struce, Duncan
Kids like to
Robinson.
have a straw, when they drink. No, I mean straws. Them three dudes can't play
Yeah.
no defense. So anytime you need to, what I'm saying, attack them in a high pick and roll, and whoever has that ball, be dominant to the basket. But don't be dominant to the basket where you passing the ball. Brunson did that too many times. We had the weak guys in there, and he didn't have space to pass the ball. No, you should be attacking the score on them guys, not attacking the, to pass the ball. So if we get back to playing ourselves, because I don't care what Miami did, we beat ourselves today. We're not playing in our way. We're not playing in our form of ball. We play New York Knicks basketball. This thing is not even going to be close. But we got to get back to playing how we play. That's whether we have Julius in game 2 or if we don't have Julius in game 2. I wanted to win this game so then we can sit Julius again, because I know we can win in Miami. But if we could have held home court and went up, Michael Ray Richardson 22-0, or Allen Houston 22-0, and went back to Miami and was up 2-0, I could have set Julius a third game. But we blew the opportunity because we did not, keep the same energy, the same effort in the second half like we was doing in the first half when we took off, and it cost us the game. This is 45 minutes, man. You're not going to beat Miami in the first quarter. You're not going to win the series in the first game. You got some artistic minds over there with Eric, and in the office you got Pat Riley. And when they get together, that's a whole nother mind. That's a Pat Spoelstra mind right there. And them guys know how to attack. They know how to pinpoint your weaknesses. They know how to beat you off what they see now. They know how to prepare for the next game. They know how to go back and look what they did it wrong in the past and bring it forth and make sure they don't do it again. You talking about living minds over there. So you have to make sure you playing 48 minutes. Playing a quarter and a half is not going to get it. I'm looking, salute to Bam. Bam did his thing. He was keeping Mitch off that board. Small little things was happening right there, keeping him off that board. And then to go along, we went 7 for 34, and we had the turnovers and all that. But the turnovers, I ain't gonna cry too much about the turnovers. Because we outscored them. But it's when you make the turnovers. You can have 5 turnovers, and the other team can have 10 turnovers, but they can have 9 in the first half and 1 in the second half, and we can have 1 turnover in the first half and 4 in the second half. Those are crucial turnover points that we did not, handle our business with. But I'm not going to, be mad and upset. I believe we're going to come back in game 2 and handle our business, do what we got to do, get ready, dress up, and go out there to Miami where, half that building is ours too, man. We had too much celebration out here. Alonzo Mourning, he all in the 40-40 club. What y'all doing that at up in New York? What y'all doing letting him in there? Dwayne Wade, I hope I ain't the only one to see it, but Dwayne Wade was in there with black nails. What's going on? What's happening?
What is going
Black
on?
nails. No wonder Chris Rock ain't want to give you no dap, man. These people throwing everything they can to try to figure out how to get a win, man. But we gonna be all right. Just stick together, man. We ain't gonna slander the team. Just handle your business and do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, we ain't got. Yeah, man. It's one game, man.
One game.
Out of a 7-game series.
Facts.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I talked to Dre earlier, and I was like, Dre, I'm on my way to the Verrazano Bridge. No lie. Yeah, I told him that. Am I lying?
Yeah, man, so he's about to jump off the bridge.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, what are we doing? And then I realized that the Knicks went in with only 3 regular starters in the starting lineup in a playoff game.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 starter coming back from injury on a minutes restriction, the other starter out. Right? We 8-man rotation where 1 guy played 43 minutes. Right? And even though you played 8 guys, the minutes were not evenly distributed between 8 guys. Like what Adam was saying about Hartenstein. Hartenstein didn't play a ton of minutes. It seemed like he didn't play that much. And it seemed like Grimes didn't play that much. IQ played a lot. And trust me, IQ played himself. He played a lot. You know what I'm saying? That shot was not going.
In the famous words of my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show, I'm going to imitate him real quick. Emmanuel, quickly, when are you coming to the playoffs?
Shout out to the giant Jay Ellis.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Freezie, like all we didn't do tonight was execute. That's it.
Yeah.
we were damn near in the game.
The
At
coaching
right
staff
there,
gave you the blueprint. The coaching staff gave you the blueprints, bro. It's like Ocean's 11.
we were
You know
right
what
there
I'm
at the end of the
saying?
game.
They gave you everything. We just couldn't knock down shots.
It's
We
all
we
all
we
it is
legit had
execution.
we legit had Bernie Mac driving the getaway car, bro. That's why we didn't get away. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
we had Stevie Wonder driving the getaway
Yes.
car.
We should have had Baby Driver. If we had Baby Driver, bro, we'd have won. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So I'm not too stressed about it, Freezy. Like if I doubt we're gonna shoot 20% at another game at all for the rest of the playoffs from three.
I'm
It, it
concerned. I'm
I'm
concerned.
concerned about the shooting, but it's there's got to be some sort of like getting back to the mean. We're never going to be a great 3-point shooting team, but we're never going to be this bad. 7 for 33. That is atrocious, and we were down three while that was happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Down three while that was happening the entire time.
we need Beast back, bro. We got to get Beast back. Bro, without Beast, we look pedestrian.
I'm like I had to talk Freezy off the ledge because he wasn't feeling too good about the game. But I'm just looking at the box score and looking at what I
I was
saw.
headed to it, bro.
Looking at the box score and what I saw, there was a lot of things that we could clean up very easily. And
You talking about the team box score or the player box score?
Team box score.
Okay.
And then going by what I saw on the court and knowing what Tibbs does in between games in terms of adjustments,
yeah,
we're gonna be fine. Like I might be be a little bit out there, but I think we're gonna smack them by 20 next game, with or without Jimmy.
And the thing I noticed, man, is without Randle, and I know Randle is not always a dedicated rim protector, always a dedicated defender. Because it's hard to ask a dude to do all the things that Julius Randle does and ask him to close out on threes.
Yeah.
Right. You can't ask it. I mean, come on, bro. That's like asking Josh Hart to do all those things and take 25 shots.
LeBron ain't done that in 10 years, Freezy.
Right. I can't remember the last time I saw the last time I saw that Michael Jordan. The last time I saw a cat legit been able to do all these things. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible. But the thing I'm getting at ultimately is that team caught us in the perfect storm. It's like when Bobby Lashley jumped off the top rope straight into the Heartbreak Kids boot. Sweet chin music. You know what I'm saying? It was like perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It was perfect, but I want to give them some credit because Spo is Spo, and we all know he's a very good coach, albeit maybe great. So he gets his guys prepared and he adjusts accordingly.
Always.
So whenever we're playing them, the Miami Heat can win in 10 different ways. So you got to be prepared for whatever that may happen. They might win a game where they shoot crazy from three. They might win a game where Jimmy Butler goes crazy from the field. They might win a game where Bam drops 30 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where you just have to be prepared for any sort of situation. And I have faith in Tibbs. Prepare, like that's what Tibbs does. Preparation is key. Preparation is everything with that coach. So on a game to game, I feel confident that we're gonna have the right game plan. We're gonna know what to do. We're gonna have the directions. We're gonna have the GPS. We're gonna have all of that. It's up to us to execute. And I feel like when we get Randle back and we push our guys back in their roles that they've been used to for the entire year, we're gonna see the results that we've come to see. Even if Randle's not shooting at a high level, just Randle being on the court commands respect.
Right.
Exactly.
I just think Randle in this series, Randle sees blood when he sees Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
He sees blood. So this is just a series, I think. But I want him coming back healthy because in the Cleveland series, he didn't look good because his health.
Yep.
So, and that's why I kind of agree with Jay Boogie. It would have been nice to take this one to say, do you know what?
Save him
in the next game.
Yeah. I think that was a joke. I think that was the strategy. The strategy was like, don't bring Randle back until you lose. So if they'd have won game one, they would have sat him for game two. If they had won game two, if they'd have won both games in New York, they would have sat Randall all the way to Miami, right? I think that was the strategy. But now that the Knicks are lost and they're down in the series, I think Randall is a must play in game two.
Oh yeah, did you guys see him before the game? Like he was getting in a sweat. He looked pretty good. To be absolutely honest, I don't know if you guys saw the film or the footage, but they
Yeah.
were showing him doing his workout. He was working up a complete sweat. Like it wasn't like a half drill
You know
or
what
like
my
the
thing is with him though?
yeah.
My thing is with him is he gets rusty easy.
Mm,
Right? When he missed games, he get rusty fast.
right.
Like when he's in a groove though, when he's in a groove, he can, you
It,
know what
it's
I'm
it's
saying?
it's because he's not a quote unquote shooter. He's a volume guy.
Yeah,
So
he's a
once he gets
rhythm
in that
player.
yeah, so once he gets in that mode and he's barreling through dudes and he's getting to his spots and getting to in momentum, that's the best version of Julius Randle.
What mode is that? Is that every episode begins in this mode? Every cool, very calm.
Yeah.
There's no sweat in my palm. I just nobody understand the Harlem Legend. Do I have to say it? The Harlem Legend, D Nice. I mean, come on, bro.
Might
I
be a
mean,
little bit
yeah,
out of
okay,
my range, Freezy. A
okay.
little bit, just a
I,
little bit.
I
I
was
know
just
who that is, but I,
I
I
just
don't
try,
know the
I
lyrics.
just try to let you cook, man. I know what it is. I ain't gonna get away with it. You spit the bars, man. You know what I'm saying?
He see like Jay Boogie see you isolating, so he gonna clear out and
You know
go
what I'm
to the
saying?
corner.
I'm clearing it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to wait. Hey, RJ, you can wave me off. I'll be brunching, wave me off, man. But anyway,
yeah,
ask y'all a quick question, yo. Did anybody talk about a Miami's assistant coach today?
yeah.
Which one? What
I
happened?
saw,
His name was Kyle Lowry. Y'all talking about
Oh.
yeah, I saw.
that was the assistant coach today. And I think he came on the court. I think he sunned Jalen Brunson and he
Yeah,
sunned
yeah,
Josh Hart. I think he
yeah.
came on the court and got in their ear, got in their game, got in their face and told them. And
Mhm.
that's what made Jalen try to take it too personal with that guy too many times with the
Right,
ball. So, this game right here, I'm going to salute you this game really to Kyle Lowry because he killed us in all phases of the game. The experience, the energy, the effort, the bench. He even killed by himself. His stamp was all over this game. Like, yo, y'all forgot about me, the baby bowling ball. I'm in here. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I've been injured. And
right,
we took our focus off a guy who's a championship dude that has experience and knows how to play in big moments. That's why when he was in the game, Jimmy fell back with that dude. He fell back and let him lead. You know what I mean?
right,
So we got to get back to, what I'm saying, being hungry, get back to that grit and all that because if we don't, it's gonna be, we're gonna let a good thing go by when
Mhm.
we in a good position.
That's
Just
facts.
relax because we don't want home court advantage. And even I've been happy that we won home court advantage.
right.
But playoffs is proven that teams can win on the other team's floor at any given time. So
Any given time.
we going back to the old school. Remember, it came out, used to be the best 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5,
Let's get
then
back to the
4 out of
old
7. We
school.
must take the next 2 out of 3 games so we can come back to game 5, back in the crib, and start all over. It's
Right.
mandatory to win 2 out of the next 3 games. I don't care if it's one here and one in Miami, or if we lose game 2 and win both in Miami. We must win 2 out of the next 3 games, man.
Balls. J Boogie dropping them balls. Let's start rap over.
Freeze,
Oh,
said
oh, oh.
you said what's his name? What's his name? Lowry got hurt or he
Yeah, I
like
saw
turned his
Lowry. Yeah,
ankle.
Lowry got hurt, he twisted his ankle at the end of the game.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
twisted up, but man, that's
yeah,
okay.
but he may play. I don't know. But I heard J Boogie say, "Let's start all over," and it just reminded me of that song by Miles
Back
J.
to the
Back in the
things we
we
were,
were.
yeah.
Forget about
Forget
it.
it by
Yo,
hand.
I'm too old for this, man.
Yeah. Hey man, there's so many songs that I be wanting to use, man. But I don't. I don't got adapted. Me and my people. I ain't trying to jump ship, but me and my people, my production squad and everything, man. That's why the Knicks had really really loved us so much. About because no samples, dude. We coming with real live music.
Right.
My songs be real live music.
Yeah.
80% of the time,
Yeah,
live
man.
instruments. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So, but yeah,
And
man.
we appreciate that. We lit is fire. We lit is my favorite, bro. I'm legit. I gotta think of a dance to do on camera for We Lit. I gotta get in that We Lit challenge. That's a thing, bro.
Man,
Hashtag We Lit. I gotta put that on TikTok, bro.
man, that all eyes on us has so many things, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all in December, um, I told y'all in December if you listen to it, it says every time we play Miami, I gotta deal with Jimmy Butler. I
Yeah,
told you we was gonna deal with Jimmy Butler in December.
back in December.
You know what I'm saying? And here we are,
Back in
right?
December.
Dealing with Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? But all eyes on us is the song that got us in the door.
Yeah,
Out of all the songs I did, some with some good songs, some great songs. Some were singled out songs. They pretty much don't care too much about like when I do one man anthems and stuff like that. But when I
right.
involved the whole team, they loved it that
They
right
love
there,
it.
and that's what got us in the door. And they try
That's
to
fire.
test my skills, man. They try to test my skills and say, "Well, we're gonna give you 60 seconds. Can you do it? 60 seconds."
What?
And then I listened to them today. Shout out to the big homie 50 over there in Queens. But then I listened to the new thing they did. I said, Dad, imagine what I could have done if I would have got 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Right,
They would play the whole 50 song for for the new one.
yeah, bro.
You would have
Bro.
came with at least 2 16s.
What? I could have came with a singer, all types of stuff. What?
Yeah, man. But hey, but we got to get our foot in the door, though. We got to get our foot in the door,
Yeah,
though,
that's
man.
all it was, putting the foot in the door. But man, yeah, I could have came with a singer, a bridge, 8 bars, back to a hook, then hit him with 4 bars, jump back out another bridge for 2, and then hit him with a 16. And you still would have had 32 for a song for 2 minutes and 42 seconds. But
Bim,
it's all good, man. I'm just
bim,
happy to be here today, man.
man.
I'm just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man. I saw the joint, man. I was so excited. But hey, man, but today's game, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm disappointed, man. But I'm not really frustrated to the point of regretting anything or regressing back to a previous mindset, bro. A loss is a loss, man. We've been in the playoffs now for how long? 3 weeks,
Yep.
and we only lost twice.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
weeks.
Yeah, we've been here like 3 weeks, man, and we only lost twice, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, it's not about how you win, it's how you react to the loss.
Yeah,
Really.
man. Yeah, man. I'm good.
And like Boogie said, win next 2 out of the 3. I'm almost fairly confident we gonna win 2 out of 3. That's minimum. That's minimum. That's what's gonna happen.
right.
And I wanna put a little twist to what Jay Boogie was saying. To be honest, Jay Boogie, I'd rather see the Knicks win the next 3 games and come back to New York in Game 5 up 3-1.
Hey,
That's what I want to see.
from your lips to God's ears.
I think we all want to see that, man.
I want to win the next
That
one
would
and
be
then
the
take it
best.
as it
That would be the
goes.
best scenario for
Yeah.
the Knicks to do to win
Right.
to win Game 2 at home, go to Miami, win 2, and come back to New York up 3-1.
I don't
No,
care how we do it. I just want to win the series. That's
right,
what I want the series. I want the pressure to fall back onto Boston or Miami to know that, yo, listen, we here
we here.
again. We here. What you
Yeah.
gonna do? You have to beat us. We don't have to beat you. We ain't supposed to be here. So
Yeah.
however they get it done, man, I'm good with it, man. I just know a reason why I throw up the 2-3 scenario because I'm comfortable with the squad. I think Cleveland really is a little bit better than Miami. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But a lot of people talk about how we did it in 5 and how we did it 4-1. But not
right,
too many people talk about how we beat them 2 out of 3 games in Cleveland.
right.
So that gives me the confidence to
And
know
they're a
that,
good home team too.
And
yeah,
they're a good home team.
right. That gives me and all of us the confidence that we can go on the road and win 2 out of 3 games and get this series back where we
Against
started.
anybody, though, I feel confident we could do
Yeah,
that against anybody.
And the
right.
way
We
the
beat
way we
Cleveland.
play, yeah. Oh, my
Yeah,
fault, Freezy. My fault. I'm
yeah,
just to say, like the way we play, we bring this rebound and it's not turning the ball over stuff everywhere.
and defense. Our defense is pretty good, bro.
Yeah,
Our defense has been pretty good in the playoffs. It's been stifling, bro.
damn good.
Yeah, yeah, and then too, one of the things that we don't mention is we beat Cleveland, a 50-win team. We beat them 7 out of 9 times this year. 7 out of 9, right? We
Well,
lost
but
to
the
Yeah,
first
Miami.
one
we
is
own
7 out of
them.
8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then if you take into account us being down 2 starters today, and it being a nip and tuck game all game, Miami know they lucky. Miami know they got away with one, bro. You know what I'm saying? They should be excited because now when we play them and they have two of their starters out of the lineup and we healthy, they know what they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? They know Bruce Leroy gonna catch show enough in the theater. You know what I'm saying? They already know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, but
I do.
You know, I might be crazy to say what I'm gonna say, but I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be wrong every now and then. But after that game was over, if it was me, I'd have went in that building by myself and shot the lights out of the ball into security came and said, "Yo, you gotta leave." Now that you know what I told him, I'm not leaving. I'm getting some shots up.
Yep.
Call whoever you want to call.
Yep.
And they probably would have called Tom because that's what they did to Grimes. That's how Grimes got his shot back. Grimes
Right.
was going in the gym and shooting extra hours and hours and hours. They had to force Grimes to you know what I'm saying, come out of the
Right.
gym. That's
Right.
how Grimes found his touch and his shot before he got injured. But
That's some
I'm
quick
saying
game
this
too.
for Evan Fournier. I'm going in there to get shots up just so I can ring the alarm across the coaching staff that if you need me, I'm getting this shot ready. Because
Whoa.
if
Hey.
you can play donuts, aka Dunkin' Donuts,
Right.
I can play Evan,
Right.
especially if nobody can knock down shots. You know what I'm saying?
And he
You
was
have
0 for
to,
5 today too, by the way.
huh?
Duncan Robinson was 0 for
Yeah,
5.
but the thing is, he can't check nobody. And they still put him out there on the floor. You know what I mean? Because they know they need somebody to shoot to stretch the floor. They know they know they out of their body frame shooting them shots they were shooting against Miami. They know that. But I'm just saying, just in case you never know, come game 2 or game 3, and we still the rim small as an Oreo cookie. I might can look down and call Evan,
Right.
especially you know what I'm saying to shoot with somebody with dunking on the floor. I'm matching up with non-defense against non-defense, but I think you
Right.
know what I'm saying my man can make some shots too. And,
Right.
just it's never
And
here
and the
nor there.
threat of Evan Fournier on the floor too.
It's a threat, man.
You know what
That's
I'm
all.
saying? You know,
It's a threat.
yeah,
Yeah.
the threat of Fournier out there opens up the floor too. It's the reason why Tibbs said he started Fournier at the beginning of the season. He was like, "Yo, if y'all remember, he said we're starting Fournier, right? Because we gotta have shooting out there with Brunson, RJ, and Randall." That's
Mhm.
what he said at the beginning of the season. And then as the season progressed, he saw how bad Evan defense was. He was like, "Nah, screw that."
And
But
if you keeping it a buck, Freezy Evans shooting is like worst
I
from his
know,
career from three right now. So.
I know. I
But
think it's
that's
because
part
he
of the
rusty.
moment rhythm. Yeah, no rhythm, just
Yeah,
being
that's
in and
rhythm.
out.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
rhythm.
yeah. When it comes to shooters, bro, all they have to do is watch it go through 2 or 3 times, and they back, bro.
But yeah, I wanted to rock up here with y'all for a few minutes because y'all my guys, and then I ain't
Man,
seen, you know what I'm
love you,
saying?
bro.
I ain't seen my other guy, my man Joe, in a minute. You know, I need to just come up but
Joe, man.
I'm New York all the way around, so I gotta go check on my Rangers, yo. It don't stop with I'm the Rangers, man.
Right?
Listen,
Yeah,
we
man.
in Jersey, Game 7. Yo, I'ma holler at y'all, man. Love
Yeah.
y'all,
Shout,
man.
shout out to the Rangers. I hope the Rangers drink all that sad champagne from that loss they about to take in a few minutes.
Oh man, that's crazy. I'm trying to get them down here against the Hurricanes. They just eliminated the Islanders and they
Oh
smiling
yeah,
at
you was out there for the last time they was out
yeah,
there.
I got people blowing my phone up to my yo, we killed the Islanders. You better not bring the Rangers down here, or you better not bring the Jersey Devil. We gonna I'm like, dang, y'all throwing tomatoes at me everywhere, man.
Bro, we here, man. Shout out to the Devils, bro. We here.
Man, yo, I'ma holler back at y'all, man. See y'all in the
Peace.
morning, man.
All
Peace.
right, boss.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
man.
hey Boogie, bring everybody's spirits up.
Yeah,
Everybody
no,
spirits
Jay
up.
Boogie, the closer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He good people, bro.
It's
Jay,
a
Jay,
that's an understatement, Freezy.
yeah, Jay Boogie, good people, man. I saw him. Oh, geez, where did I see him at? I saw him. I think it was. I think it was. I want to say Memphis, but maybe not Memphis. Oh, but Dre, did you see the thing I sent you? The Lakers talk about whoop that trick.
Oh yeah, that was
That's
funny.
hilarious, bro.
They were on the bench doing it. Whoop
Oh
that
my
tr-
god. Yo, when
that
I tell people I was in Memphis and I saw the little babies walking around, they like 5 or 6 years old, talking about whoop that trick.
don't
They
even know
swear
what it
up and
mean.
they don't even know what it means, and they swear up and down I'm lying. They like Uncle Freezie, ain't no stadium, no 15,000 people saying whoop that trick. Bro, I promise you,
They
bro.
play the song and everything.
Yes, bro. Smoke, they is in there. Memphis, they got 15,000 people, bro, chanting whoop that trick. Bro, I almost got with them.
Oh no, I believe it. Whoop that
Bro,
trick.
I'm a Knicks fan. I almost said whoop that trick too.
No, whoop that trick.
The energy
That
be
old school
crazy, bro.
Memphis. That's
Three
that
six.
Yeah,
Project Pat and them. Whoop that
yeah,
trick. Get them.
yeah,
Yeah, whoop that
man.
trick. Get them.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
I whoop that trick to this day, and I'm grown.
Bro, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious, man. Dre, what else y'all got, bro? I'm all tucking out. I don't know if I got anything else.
Yo,
If y'all want to rock, man, we can rock. But I mean,
all right,
I ain't
all
really
right.
got it.
Yo, freeze. Let me get them then.
All right.
I would say this, right? Keep your spirits high, Nick community, right? We might have lost this one, but Superman, Kal-El is coming back, right? And believe it like Naruto. Because once Julius Bully Ball Randle come back, we're gonna see what this series really looking like. You know what I mean? We could always pretend and create and paint and Picasso whatever narrative we want to create, but we seen what it was. We ain't gonna beat nobody real without our number one option, and that's Randall Bully Ball Randall. You heard?
Bam.
Randall.
Yeah, man. Right.
Yeah, because we ran L on everybody that try to ran up. You feel me? So that's why I call him Randall, because we running down and giving L's.
Bam. Bam. Man, I'm kind of excited about game 2 now.
Kind of.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda excited. Kind of. Kind
Kind
of.
of.
I mean, it's Tuesday, bro. You gotta pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
man.
know. All of a
It's a
sudden, when
quick
we get to
turnaround
the
though.
second home game, it's not 2 days. It's only one day, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's 2 days this time. But when we was playing fucking Cleveland, excuse my friends, I'm sorry. When we was playing Cleveland, it was
2 days
Wednesday.
every day. 2 days. 2 days.
It
Or
was
3
damn near
days.
3.
Right. Right.
Mhm. Well, we gonna get 3 before we go to
Excuse my
Miami.
French. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna get 3
Hey,
before we go to Miami.
hey, how about those Golden State Warriors?
I lost way too much bread on that. I'm not happy
He
about that.
not trying to hear
They
that,
I'm
man.
not trying to hear that
they
at all.
sent Sacramento down to the pit. The
Yeah.
Warriors don't play.
Sacramento's gonna be
They're
back
legit.
though.
They're
They're
Yeah.
gonna be
legit.
back.
And y'all remember G Money doubted the Warriors. And I told G Money, you said, what did I tell you about the Golden State? G Money was like, I was totally wrong about them. I just know.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hey, yeah, bro. Am I missing it? Should I be an NBA fan or a Knicks fan, bro? Because
A
I
Nick
like
fan.
basketball. I ain't gonna lie. I like basketball. I like watching basketball.
Nah, Nick fan, bro. Come on, cut it out, Freezy.
No,
Nah.
it's exciting. It's exciting when you're watching a lot of teams in the playoffs. It's not just the Knicks because
Nah, nah,
you
nah,
know
nah, nah,
because
nah, nah,
every
nah,
game
nah.
is
Adam,
exciting.
Adam, 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 Adam. I gotta stop you right there, bro.
Every game is exciting.
Nah, every game is not exciting.
Oh,
You
here we
gotta
go.
be, you gotta choose a side. You can't play both sides or play the whole league. Nah,
No, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but I'm
nah.
saying when y'all watch
You sound like you chose a
other
side, my
games in
boy.
the series, when y'all watch other teams in the series, it's exciting. Even though you're not a fan of that team, it's exciting to see how those teams respond in games.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a fan of basketball, so but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna jump
Me
off.
too.
I'm not gonna be excited over the Warriors. It's like cool.
Nah. I mean,
It's cool.
I'll be excited.
I think the Warriors are old and their uniforms are ugly.
Well, But I'll be excited
Yo, Freezie.
when they give the Lakers a
Freezie,
spanking.
say that again a little bit louder.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all heard,
Now, please,
Adam,
please say it. Say no,
Adam,
don't skip
Adam,
it.
you
No,
heard me?
don't skip it though, Freezie. Say what
Okay.
you said one more time, a little bit louder.
Which one? You want me to say it in the same order?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Adam, I think the Golden State Warriors are old and their uniforms are ugly.
I'm not complain. I'm not gonna complain about that. But I will say I'll be looking forward to seeing
that
Golden
made
State
me
giving the
warm
Lakers a
inside, like
spanking.
I had some Swiss Miss.
Yeah. with marshmallows on the top of it. Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to seeing Golden State giving the Lakers a spanking. That's what I'll be looking forward to.
Like legit, the series I'm looking forward to. If there is a series outside of the Knicks, it's the Celtics and Sixers. Right?
Oh,
It's
that's
the
gonna be a
Celtics and
good one.
Sixers. And the reason why I would even watch that series is because I'm scouting all the way. Charlie Ward cousin is in the building. What's good,
What's
boss?
good, Charlie Ward?
What's good? What's good? What's poppin', y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Is this a real
Yo,
talk?
let me tell you something, man. This was embarrassing today, how y'all want to call it, man. It don't make no sense. We could have beat these guys without Randle. They ain't had Hero. They ain't had only what's his name?
Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot. They ain't had him. How we lost this game, man? This like I agree with Jay Boogie. Like, why you ain't put Fournier in? A 3-point shooter. Our best shooter on the team to spread the floor. Make adjustment, man. Miami was missing early on the game. I will put Fournier in, or I will put McBride in to put pressure on the ball.
Right.
Like, what is this guy doing, man? Make adjustment, man. These guys were missing 3-pointer left to right. Bronson was missing. RJ made a couple. Obi made a couple.
Anybody ever
but
tell you your voice is like Damon Wayans? Anybody ever told you sound like Damon Wayans? Damon Wayans.
Nah, man.
No, the superstar, the dude from Hollywood. Damon Wayans.
Yo, Corey Lee, mute up.
Yeah, man. Man, this was an embarrassing loss, man. We should have won this game. We was up by like 12 points.
Yeah.
And they can't. I know 12 points ain't nothing in the NBA, but come on, man. We could have won that game, man. I know the referees will call us on BS calls, man.
Right.
Like they couldn't touch Butler, man.
We gotta hit shots too, though, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like why you ain't put Fournier in, man?
PWC, are you a basketball player? Are you a shooter?
Oh, yeah, I'm a defensive player and a shooter. I'm a sharpshooter. I'm a specialist, baby.
Yeah, man. If we'd have had shooting on the floor, bro, that long stretch where both teams went without scoring, man, the Knicks would have blew them out of the gym. The Knicks would have blew them out the gym, bro. That's what I'm talking about. We just need some scoring, man. We need scoring, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a consistent second scorer. Corey Lee, what's good, bro?
What's good, gentlemen?
Gringo Poppy, what's up, Gringo Poppy?
Hey, let me just say this. I'm gonna make this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that team we ran into, is battle tested. That team just came from the finals not too long ago. At least the bulk of it. Not to say we were overwhelmed, but we needed Randle. This is what we needed Randle really bad. Godspeed to him healing. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm in disbelief, but I wish we could have been more consistent as far as with knocking down open shots, and we need to keep our eyes open for the little things like the West Unseld passes. You know what I'm saying? 3 in a row, which was like that's what helped knock down that lead that we had, fellas. So
right.
Little things we could have did better. and we should have did better. You know what I'm saying? Lost us that game. So
Okay.
I mean, a hard fought game, and we did what we had to do. I'm not mad at no individuals at all. No Tibbs, nobody. I'm not looking for some secret cat off the bench who who supposedly can help us, because we got a rotation and we got to stick with what that rotation is, and we got to make the most out of it. That's all,
Smoke.
fellas.
So Smoke, I gotta. Somebody got an echo. That's bad, man.
Hey Corey, we didn't need Randle for this game. We were just like missing shots. We needed a shooter on the court. You know what I mean? We need a Fournier or something, or McBride to put pressure on the ball. Because everybody was missing shots.
Warren, if we would have put Fournier in the
Randle
game,
for every game, he's our best player.
I'm gonna say this. If we put Fournier in that game, do you know how many times they would have forced a switch with Butler just to get Fournier on him, just so they could just get an automatic 2 points?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, when you got Randle, right? Who's gonna guard Randle? Jimmy Butler, which forces him to work harder. So on offense, he's not as effective.
Nah, they put Bam on him. They put Bam on him. They not.
No, they're gonna. No, I watched it from the previous games we played. They showed their hand long time ago. They're gonna put Jimmy on him and then double him when he turn his back and stuff like that.
Okay.
They showed their hand what they trying to do to Randle to win games. As soon as he turn his back, he get in the ISO ball. You feel what I'm saying? But he's gonna be our distributor. He's gonna give the illusion that he's trying to dominate and bully, but look for the open looks, because people they gotta crash on him because they too weak with him down there.
But Smoke, they didn't knock down any open looks tonight though. This afternoon.
But
a lot of their shots was wide.
We were generating a lot. We were getting what we wanted for a lot of the game. We just weren't hitting like open threes. Now and now to
officiating, like a couple people said, calls, they wasn't calling fouls. Clearly, I watched RJ get fouled numerous times, and I watched JB get fouled numerous times. They did not call it. You know what I mean? So stuff like that.
It's one of those things where it might not necessarily even be that Julius Randle is facilitating. It might be Julius Randle is just that good of an offensive weapon on his own, where we don't have to relying on catch and shoot threes. We can actually punish them in the paint. If we get Randle going downhill, we get 2 points out of him instead of a lot of misses from threes from the corner and things of that nature.
Right. It opened up lanes for the Brunson burner.
Lanes for RJ too.
Yeah, and for RJ. I was just gonna say that. Dre read my mind.
My fault.
No, man. It's cool.
Hey, if we lose the next game, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, we ain't
telling you right now.
Nah, we not losing that game.
We losing next game. Let me see.
No, we not.
I don't think we losing the next game, CWC, but
they're gonna get boo off the court too.
No, I don't think
they're gonna get boo off the court. If we lose the next game, they're gonna get boo off the court, man. New York City don't play, man.
I know that. I'm from there. So, are you an optimist or a pessimist?
Are you talking like we got blown out tonight or something, or we got thoroughly outplayed? We just missed shots.
Let me ask, are you an optimist or a pessimist, CWC?
He a scorer.
I just want
CWC a scorer. He a defender too. That's Charlie.
Who's that talking to me?
Smoking
that's the
Who is that, Uncle Freezie?
That's the Smoking Nick.
What's going on, Smoke? What's good, Smoke? What was your question?
Are you an optimist or a pessimist?
What you mean by that?
Or do you look at things? Do you look at the glass half full or the glass half empty?
I look at everything. I go by the eye contact. I go by everything. If I see something on the floor that we could adjust to, do it. You know what I mean? If we didn't hit down our shot right, We were going back and forth with Miami. Miami was missing, and we were missing. Why you not putting in Fournier, man?
Because Fournier wouldn't have helped us in the ways you think he would. Like
Why not?
he had no
Let me tell you
rhythm.
something.
Martin, he has no
He's
rhythm.
not a bad defensive
Not
player
only
like that.
liability
Yes, he
defensively,
is.
they're gonna target him, and then the
How you
score
gonna-
will look even worse.
Miami don't have no playmakers like that.
Jimmy Butler.
What are you talking about? He could guard Martin.
Who?
Fournier could guard Martin.
And driving.
Martin will literally they'll kick it to him and he'll get a layup.
Martin ain't like that.
Still.
Come on now.
He hit a few layups
He's not
tonight.
that guy. Martin is not that guy. Come on, man.
But Fournier is.
What Martin gave you? 10 points? Come on now.
Yeah.
You have like Martin is an all-star. Martin ain't no all-star. Come on
And
now.
Fournier is not either.
You say Fournier can't guard Martin? Come on.
He can't.
If he can't guard Martin, he should not be in this league.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, Warren. I probably could get a bucket on Fournier.
What happened?
I know CWC can score on Fournier. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's because the athletes down here is just different. You know what I'm saying? CWC, no disrespect. I'm not being disrespectful either. Now, don't think I'm being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You the homie, so you know I ain't talking sideways. I'm being respectful.
But we need to make an adjustment or something, man. Something had to give, man. Because even Hart was missing open 3-point shots, man.
Yeah. It's just one
Come
game.
on,
bro.
man.
It's just one game, though. It's just one game.
Hey, one game we should have won. One game we should have won, Uncle Freezie.
That's true. I agree with you.
And that's gonna bite us. That's gonna bite us too.
I hope not.
Oh, so you already given up on the series?
Charlie Ward cousin, you're not going.
What's up?
We gonna skip over the factor that we didn't have our best player in this game?
But we didn't have to have Randle to win this game.
We did have to have Randle. We got.
What are you talking about? We was up by 12 points. We didn't need Randle to win this game.
So if we felt susceptible to the fact that they came with a power pack and a super punch in the beginning of the third quarter and we couldn't respond in the rest of that game, why wouldn't we need our best player? What are we talking about?
Quickly, I don't know what's up with Quickly, but he better get his game up if he want a contract, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, yeah.
Cause you let Larry score when you like that?
Shotgunner, where you at? Shotgunner, where you at? I noticed when RJ does good and IQ don't, then we can't find Shotgunner.
Shotgunner on a milk carton right now, bro.
They only talk.
Where he on the chat?
Well, other than that, they disappear.
Yeah.
Houdini, David Blaine.
Bim. Yeah, man. I mean, what else we got? Is there another topic we got out there y'all want to chop up?
What adjustments do you think we need to make, Freezie? If you had to,
I think we touched on that a little bit.
If you had to limit it to like 3 things,
definitely get Randle back for one.
Yeah.
For one, definitely get Randle back. Definitely consider flip-flopping Josh Hart and Quentin Grimes to get the starting lineup back to that mojo that we had before we got to this point.
I agree.
Right. And the other thing too, one of the most important things is transition defense. I don't mind them getting the defensive rebound, but we can't transition a defensive rebound into a layup for them at the other end without contesting. We absolutely cannot have that. Teams are going to get defensive rebounds, but they can't get defensive rebounds and layups in the same play.
I mean, long distance passes. I mean, dude was looking like Wes Unseld out there, just whipping it down court, and nobody really to contest him. That was
that's what he's known for, though. So like, you just got to prepare to take that away.
Yeah, you gotta
That's like his signature thing.
with
Like,
with Randall back. I don't think he gets those rebounds.
I think, like I mentioned earlier, we just need better floor balancing.
Yeah,
That won't happen if we had normal floor
we
balancing.
we just can't crash the boards.
I
Right, we
mean,
can't.
we could crash, but only like when we have normal floor balancing, it's Grimes hustling back there, not Obi.
Right, but that's my point. You can't have four people crashing and Jalen Brunson back by himself.
Right,
You just
right,
can't
right,
have it.
right.
You just
Exactly.
cannot have that
And
at all.
and even when we do have like a guy coming back, remember you saw Obi the ball get over Obi's head.
Yeah,
If that was Grimes, Grimes would have been already in position to box out for the ball.
right.
But just
Instead
get
of
it.
play watching, he would have already been back defensively. Like he
Exactly.
wouldn't. Grimes would not even presented a passing lane. He would have been back there playing free safety. You know who used to do that too? Corey Lee. Just real quick. Corey Lee is from now on. He's making us call him CL Smooth. I don't mind doing it. But for others,
So who's P Rock, man?
I don't know. I don't know.
I saw the 718 show. So is
The
that
718 boys with a Z. You
so?
know what I'm saying?
So is his partner P Rock then?
Yeah, it's a bully. I don't know. I don't know. But if y'all remember, Noah Vonleh used to do the same thing as Kevin Love, get defensive rebounds and throw long outlet passes. Except Noah Vonleh used to get intercepted like he was Ryan Leaf, right? And so that's what we got to do the next time Kevin Love do that is not give him those passing windows to throw those balls into,
Make them
right?
score in the half court.
Right,
Or
right.
not do it 3 times consecutively.
Back
God
to
damn.
back. Kevin Love mossed Obi Toppin 3 straight times and got the outlet and just threw it down the floor.
That was nasty. You right.
Yes. Yes. If that was me, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not saying that I play dirty, but I'm not getting, bro, I'm not
You
getting,
giving him the Ronnie Lott forearm shiver.
yeah, I can't see a world where Kevin Love gets 3 consecutive rebounds over me, bro. I just can't see it.
Well, I'll say this.
I wouldn't call that
Kevin
dirty.
Love
I wouldn't
averaged
call that
10
dirty.
rebounds for like 10 straight years. So he
Call
knows.
Bro,
that
but that was
I wouldn't
1987,
call
Drake.
that dirty, Freezy. I would just call that determination.
I feel
Or
that.
something. It got to
I
be
feel
something.
I feel that Freezy, but like to be fair, like over the course of a game, there'll be times where guys just get multiple rebounds in a row. And Kevin Love, for better or worse, if there's one thing he knows how to do is to box out and get a rebound. And they're sending 2, 3 guys. So at some point, I mean, it's not gonna always. We're not always gonna get the offensive rebound.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is, excuse me. What I'm saying is in these situations where it's Mitch versus Kevin Love and Bam Adebayo, right?
Should get a loose
What's
ball
our
foul.
what's our other big doing?
Ob is at the 3-point line, ball watching and not getting back,
Right, and then what is Josh Hart doing? Because he was on the floor
crashing.
crashing and didn't get the board, right?
Yeah,
And then what's RJ doing? Crashing.
crashing.
And so now you got your smallest, most unathletic, least agile,
Yeah,
most vertically challenged guy back there, and you can't afford for him to foul because he's also the point guard.
and then we have our lowest IQ defender going back in Obi.
And check this out. How can you leave Kevin Love open? He's the best shooter on the on court.
You talking
How
about
that happen?
you talking about the 3 he hit over Obi? Obi just lost
Yeah,
them.
he had like 3 threes, right?
I can't. Let me see. I have to search for it.
Yeah,
Let me see.
man. How you gonna leave Kevin Love? He a
That
shooter. You
one,
don't leave a
but
shooter open.
that 1 3, Obi pointed to himself because he knew he lost Kevin Love. So I don't want to bash Obi for that. It was a mistake. He knew he made the mistake. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? So Kevin Love made 2 out of 5.
You don't double team nobody. You don't leave a shooter wide open. That's number one rule you don't do.
But CWC, he said that already. That's what I'm saying to you. Obi said he lost him. It's his fault. He know he lost him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody acknowledged that Obi lost him. You know what I'm saying? That's That's like crying over spilled milk or beating a dead horse. Obi lost him. He lost him. He was like, my fault. We know Obi lost him. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, bro. Ain't nobody you're not gonna be perfect all 31 minutes. But to your point though, you don't want Obi losing him all game, right? I mean, Kevin Love only hit 2 threes. One of them was a contested 3. One of them he was wide open. Yo, is that our people? CWC, is that our people back there?
What's up?
Let me. Okay. Hey, you straight, boss? You straight, boss?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, Lee, what else you got, boss?
Boy, some time to get my perspective. Seriously, I need some more perspective. I need to watch this game over again. See some more things that I know I missed. Just but those are the main things that stood out to me.
Man, we had this game.
Hey, CWC ain't no world champion. Only lost 2 games. You gotta lose games in the playoffs. It happens. They get paid. They get paid to make plays too. They get paid to make adjustments too.
Right.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think this Miami and New York this game fit?
No.
Like a moneymaker thing?
Nah.
Not the way
So they could go to 7?
Nah.
Not the way they look today, bro.
Nah.
Yeah,
I can't put it on the refs completely because we lost by almost 10.
Man, the ref made some bad calls, man.
I for sure. I agree. 100% agree.
Right.
But there are other things that we had in our control that would have made that pointless
right.
or fruitless.
Right. I got one more thing, Freezie. Now that I'm thinking about it, I love Hart. I love the fact that he has a heart and he goes hard. But sometimes he's putting us in bad situations, taking bad shots, going to the rim. Like sometimes I'm like, dude, you need to give it up. Pass just that rock. You know what I'm saying? A few times.
Hard though, man.
He plays hard. I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, a couple of those layups is like, what are you doing?
Like, why in the hell you ain't dish that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, and also too, and CWC has a point to some degree about the refereeing because I done seen them karate chop RJ and as well as Hart going to the rim. But as you see that they're not giving you that call, man. Come on, man, dish it back out. Let's reset this and let's try to attack him again some other angle. You know what I'm saying? So
Also Brunson too.
Mm-hmm. Well, they put up the red curtain for Brunson. Everybody knows they all came to stop him personally.
Yeah, Brunson was having a fit.
Shoot, they were getting Vincent more calls than RJ.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, you got to put your headphones on, bro. Lee, you got to get some headphones to put in, bro.
You got a bad echo.
Yeah. And we be telling Lee like every show, we be like, Lee, what's up with your headphones, man? Lee, where Lee go? Lee did okay.
He went to get them headphones.
You went to go get your headphones?
Check me out. Nah, I'm gonna bounce out because I got some stuff to take care of, man. I'm tired as hell too. So
yeah,
I had a long day.
It's been a long day for your man too, bro.
Draining.
A long day in general for all of us.
But y'all be good.
All right, boss.
Draining.
Peace to y'all, man. Y'all feel good, gentlemen. All right, baby.
Yep.
Word.
All right, Corey.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Knicks just have to make some adjustments for game 2. Everybody has to do their part for the Knicks to come away with a win.
Yo. When the next time you going on? You doing the Knicks at night or you doing the what you call it?
talking about tonight? Nah, because
No, I didn't think you was doing one. What's the morning show called? I can't remember at this
Morning
moment.
drive.
It's called Smoke in the Morning.
No, that's not what it's called.
Wake
How
and
you gonna
bake.
tell me what it's called? I call it what I want to call it.
You want to call if it was called Smoke in the Morning, man, I'll be on there spazzing. Spazzing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wake. Matter of fact, I don't wake up early enough for it to be called Smoke in the Morning.
Yeah,
I wake up to y'all wake and bake. And these dudes is up. I'm like, God.
Yeah, we call it wake and bake in the mornings.
Facts, man.
Yeah, facts,
Real
right?
talk.
Yeah, man.
You know, but I appreciate the fact that you do it because when I go to work, the first thing that I can listen to, I'm like, damn, I can listen to Queen, I can listen to Freezie, I can listen to this. So yeah, I actually get my mind right before I gotta get my mind right, you know?
Right. Getting
So
that
I
mind right is
appreciate
key.
you. Just wanted you to know.
Yeah, man. No doubt. We appreciate you, bro. We feel like you part of the fam. You know what I'm saying? I hope we not breaking up. That ain't what we doing, right?
Oh no, we're not even in a relationship.
Oh, no, I forgot you live in California. Nah, not like that. Nah, not like that. Nah, not like that, bro. You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah,
Nah, man, I'm probably one of the most loyals out of all the loyals. You heard?
Nah, no doubt. I know it. But hey, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. We've been at this thing since like 7:00 this morning.
And I did a
doing show
4-hour
prep
pod too, so
and
you're
doing
right.
the 718 boys, old school Knicks, called the game. Now we back here
Smoking
doing
Nick,
this.
all that.
Yeah, man. So
And you know I'm gonna have to hear it tomorrow at work. All the Miami and Orlando fans at work, man.
CWC.
Where you at? You in Tampa, right?
No, I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Same.
I'm 30 minutes from Tampa.
Yeah, same area. Yeah.
See, hold on, Freezer. Give me 30. CWC, go subscribe to the Smoking Nick, man. If you want to hear that real Knicks talk, man, because Charlie Ward was one of my favorite Knicks point guards, and I need to talk to you so I could dissect you a little bit, if you didn't mind.
Yeah.
All right. No doubt.
No doubt.
Man.
And for those that don't realize, Florida has some of the best athletes in the nation. So CWC know what I'm talking about. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're right about that.
I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Thank you everybody for coming through, rocking with us. Later, y'all.
Man.
Peace.
Later, boss.
Have a good night.